Hello! Welcome to, I think we're on episode 9 now. Welcome to episode 9, I guess. Fighting Fantasy Friday, where another adventurer will be taking on Deathtrap Dungeon. Hi, Chibi! Oh, hi! Deathtrap Dungeon is a classic fighting fantasy book written by Ian Livingstone. Oh my god, just as pirate as subscribed. Thank you so much. I'm blessed to spend all this time with you. You make me so happy and I'm glad to be your friend and know you this song now. Thank you so much. You gorgeous person. Yeah, I feel like we've really sort of I feel like I've really found my people here, which is so nice. Thank you. Anyway, as I was saying, Deathtrap Dungeon is a classic fighting fantasy book written by Ian Livingstone. It is a choose-your-own-adventure book, so that means that I will be narrating and my adventurer will be making some choices as they go along. And when the battles commence, which they will because there is danger lurking around every corner, when she faces, or he, could be a he, the adventurer this week, when they face a creature or monster and they have to fight them, we'll be doing so with 2d6. I'll be rolling for the monsters, the adventurer will be rolling for themselves, and it'll be a contested roll, so whoever rolls the highest gets to deal some damage. We'll continue in this way until one of us dies. Thank you for the host, Pumpkin Panda, thank you so much. As always, music is provided by Sirenscape. There's a little link just at the bottom here, but it will be coming up in chat as well. So thank you very much to Sirenscape for providing all the sounds and the music today. Cool, how is everybody? Oh yeah, I've got to say as well, if you're new here, we have applied video game rules to this adventure. So the adventurer gets 3 lives, and there is the opportunity for the audience to grant the adventurer a bonus life by donating up to £10. And really any donations will count towards that. Yay, so many lovely people coming in today. I'll also be timing the runs as well, so every attempt that they have will be timed. Their highest time will go up onto a leaderboard. At the moment, we have Pumpkin Panda, who has got the top time at the moment. Let me just check that top time. It is 2 hours, 34 minutes and 18 seconds, so that is the longest time to beat. Whoever stays in the dungeon the longest and survives the longest will get a copy of the book. If no one makes it out, then the person who has the top time there will... It's actually only a 5-minute run, the rest will stall in. Chibi burn. But yeah, if no one gets out by the end of the season, then the person who holds the highest spot on the leaderboard will get a copy of the book. And as always, I send out a lovely certificate to all of my participants when they've done in their dungeon. So I think I've chatted long enough. I think it's time to meet our adventurer, don't you? Please welcome our adventurer. Hello, adventurer!
Hi!
Oh, hi! You look a little familiar. You've been here before.
I'm my twin sister, actually.
Cool. All right. Well, introduce yourself, please. Tell us who you are, where we can find you, what you stream, and I'll give you a shout out.
Hi, I'm Chibi. I do Chibi things.
You do Chibi things?
I'm currently in my kitchen with a tiny human that will pass by at some point.
Oh, hello.
There he is.
Perfect timing.
And I stream games and things, and I'm into board games and into role-playing games, and yeah.
Cool. And you stream on Twitch as well. What sort of...
Yes.
How many times a week do you think you stream on Twitch at the moment?
Depending on life, 4 times.
4 times a week. Cool. So go and check her out. She's really, really good. She does Twitch things, all kinds of things. She does Graveyard Keeper. She's
a tiny adventurer, true.
Tiny adventurer. You've got a companion there with you. Or is that a pet of some sort?
Yes.
I don't know. A minion. Tiny minion.
Yes.
Cool. And who are you going to be playing today, please?
I will be playing Ivana Knapp.
Ivana
Who?
Knapp.
Is Anita Knapp's sister.
Yes.
For those that do not know, Anita Knapp was the very first adventurer in this dungeon.
She was.
Unfortunately, she met a grisly end. I think her final fate was to be turned to stone somewhere.
I think you're right, yeah. I think you're right.
And so she went into the dungeon, and her sister Ivana figured she would come out, but it's been weeks and weeks and weeks that turned into months.
It's actually been years at this point. Yeah.
It's been years at this point. And never was anything ever heard from Anita. So Ivana Knapp did some research. She paid a lot of money, bribed people, maybe commenced slight murder hobering, and she got a map.
She has a map. OMG. So I think Ivana has
She's determined to find her sister.
I think she's got a very, very good chance of... I think she probably stands the best chance. She's very, very prepared. I think she stands a very, very good chance at making it further through the dungeon than anybody else, and maybe even making it out.
She has more than 7 skill.
Can you tell me her stats? Talking of skill, tell me her stats, please.
She has a skill of 10, a stamina of 16, and a luck of 8.
That's just a little bit better than last time, isn't it?
I had skill... Let me check. Do I still have that here? I do. Oh, last time I had 7 skill, 19 stamina, and 9 luck.
Okay. So yeah, skill's definitely better. Cool, as always, you'll get to pick a potion. So you can pick a potion of skill, a potion of strength, or a potion of fortune to take with you. Do you want me to remind you what they do?
Yes. I didn't write that down.
Okay, so you can take a potion.
Well, not everyone can min-max like you, Panda.
I know, like, oof, score's a little rough. Good luck. What? God blimey. That's fighting
They're
talk.
not bad.
Fighting talk. So, of course, you start your adventure with bare minimum of equipment. You've got your sword, your shield, your armor, your provisions. So remember your provisions you can eat at any time as long as you're not in battle, and that will restore 4 health. And you can also take a potion of skill, which restores all of your skill points, a potion of strength, which restores all of your stamina points, and a potion of fortune, which will restore all of your luck and add 1 to the initial luck.
Let me check. Ivana has done research. Ivana knows that there are places that you can regain stamina. There are not a lot of places where you can regain skill. So I'm going to get a skill potion.
Skill potion. So you can take that once. Once it's used, that's it. And you can take that again anytime as long as you're not in battle. Cool. You've got your map already and you're going to be adding to that map. So that's really, really good. The one true way involves a minimum of risk, and any player, no matter how weak on initial dice roll, should be able to get through fairly easily. May the luck of the gods go with you on your adventure ahead, Ivana Knapp, and may your stamina never fail. Chibi sounds a little salty there, and I was trying to be nice as well. Thanks everyone for being here as well. So obviously we've got Pumpkin Panda, who is a fallen adventurer. You can feel free to ask him for help if you want to. If any other adventurers turn up, feel free again to just chat to them as much as you want, interact with the chat as much as you like. Now it's a little bit different from the first time you were here. We've got the timed runs now, we've got save points, which we didn't have before, and I've decided that just to negate any confusion about provisions, I'm also going to ask you when we do a save point to tell me your skill, your luck, and how many provisions you have left as well. Yep. So I think that'll be really handy. Justice Paris says, I'm just an observer. Well, you're going to be a great observer. Thank you so much for being here today, Justice. How's your how's your Friday going? It must be very, very early for you right now.
Also, yeah, full disclosure, there are parts of my map that are still blank. There are still parts that I don't know, and I plan to explore some of them.
I have a map.
Because people have not made it out yet, which means that certain places have not been discovered yet.
Yeah.
I also haven't gone to look at the vaults that I haven't seen on purpose, because I wanted to not know everything. I mean, I know a fair bit, but I wanted there to be some mystery, to just not be it just too easy. I don't know.
So let me remind everybody.
Panda hopes the dice rolls are bad for me.
So all your research was for nothing, and your new score is worse than your last one, which didn't even have save points. Panda, come on now, let's not be harsh. Let's remind everybody of ban Pumpkin. Sometimes he needs reminding, you know? Sometimes it just needs reminding. So just to remind everybody, Anita Knapp, so Ivana's sister, her best time without save points was 42 minutes and 45 seconds. So that puts you quite far down the leaderboard at the moment, but that's what you need to beat to be better than your sister. Cool, right. If you're ready, I'm ready.
Excellent.
You are ready. Excellente.
Oh wait, I need to get a pencil.
Oh yeah, you'll need one of those. Have you got an eraser as well?
Yeah, I have a pen, but not a pencil. And my map's made of pencil. So.
You will need pencil.
Yes, need
cool.
pencil.
Okay, so I'm going to modify the story just a little bit because obviously you are the sister of a past adventurer.
Yes,
so
I've consulted spirit mediums. I went into Phasmophobia. I got one of those things and said, "Are you?"
Hello? Hello? COVID.
Are you here?
Are you here?
No, I just choked on a paper note.
Ah, they look tasty.
They are.
Yum yum.
Little spicy things. Baked goods.
Very nice. Okay, so you have seen one of Succumbit's posters nailed to a tree, and you have decided that you're definitely going to go in and avenge your sister this year. You're the younger sister, I assume. You're the younger sister. So when Anita originally came to Fang, you came with her to support her, and you haven't really left Fang since. You're still hoping she might come out, but it's been years at this point. So you don't need to bother buying your way to Fang. You're already there. So, the trial begins in 3 days, and the town is in an almost hysterical mood of excitement. You register your entry. What have I missed? Lasting 0 minutes, just choking on food. A new record. Okay, stream's over, guys.
Well, what are you going to do now?
I don't know. Let's try again. You register your entry with the officials and are given a violet scarf to tie around your arm, informing everyone of your status. For 3 days you enjoy Fang's greatest hospitality and are treated like a demigod. During the long merriment, you almost forget your purpose in Fang. But the evening before the trial, the magnitude of the task ahead begins to dominate your thoughts. Later you're taken to a special guest house and shown to your room. There's a splendid 4-poster bed with satin sheets to help you rest, but there is little time for sleep. Just before dawn, a trumpet call awakens you from vivid dreams of flaming pits and giant black spiders. Minutes later, there is a knock on your door, and a man's voice rings out saying, "Your challenge begins soon. Please be ready to leave in 10 minutes." You climb out of bed, walk over to the window and open the shutters. Already people are thronging the streets. Moving quietly through the morning mist, there are spectators on the way to the labyrinth, no doubt, hoping to find good vantage points from which to watch the competitors. You turn away and walk over to the wooden table on which your trusty sword lies. You pick it up and cut the air with its sharp edges, wondering what beasts it may soon have to meet. Then you open the door into the corridor and a small man greets you with a low bow as you emerge from your bedroom. "Please, follow me," he says. He turns to his left and walks quickly towards the stairs at the end of the corridor. Leaving your guest house, he darts down narrow alleyways between houses, and you have to walk quickly to keep up with him. Soon you come into a wide dirt road lined with cheering crowds. When they see your violet scarf, they cheer even louder and start showering you with flowers. The long shadows cast by the people in front of in front of you shrink as the bright yellow sun rises higher in the morning sky. Standing there in front of the noisy and vibrant crowd, you feel strangely alone, aware of your coming ordeal. Suddenly you feel a tug on your shirt and see your small guide eagerly beckoning you to follow him. Ahead you see the looming hillside and the dark mouth of a tunnel disappearing into its inner depths. As you get closer, you notice 2 stone pillars on either side of the tunnel entrance. The pillars are covered with ornate carvings, writhing serpents, demons, deities. Each one seemed to scream a silent warning to those who would pass beyond them. You see Baron Succumbit himself standing by the entrance, waiting to greet the contenders in the trial of champions. You count 5 others standing proudly in line, their violet scarves displayed for all to see. There are 2 bare-chested barbarians dressed in furs. They stand completely motionless, legs straight and slightly apart, arms thrust forward to rest on the hilts of their long double-headed battle axes. A sleek elven woman with golden hair and feline green eyes is adjusting the cross-belt of daggers wrapped around her leather tunic. Of the 2 remaining men, one is covered from head to foot in iron plate armour, with a plumed helmet and a crested shield. The other is cloaked in black robes, only his eyes showing between the swathes of his black face scarves. Long knives and other silent death weapons hang from his belt. The 5 contenders acknowledge you with almost imperceptible nods of the head, and you turn to face the exultant crowd for one last time. Suddenly a hush falls over the crowd as Baron Suckenvit steps forward holding 6 bamboo sticks. You draw one from his outstretched hand and read the word 5th. Then the trial begins.
Dun dun dun.
The knight is first.
Ivana Knapp takes a deep gulp.
The knight is first. He salutes the crowd before disappearing into the tunnel, and is followed half an hour later by the elf. Next goes the barbarian, and then the dark assassin. Now it is your turn, Ivana, to salute the crowd. You hold your violet scarf aloft. You take one final deep breath of cool fresh air before turning to pass between the stone pillar gateway into Suckenvit's corridors of power to face unknown perils on the walk through the mighty Baron's Deathtrap Dungeon. Dun dun dun.
Dun, dun. So Ivana takes a deep breath and walks in. And the moment she enters the cave, she starts to fumble in her bra and takes out the map that she snuck in.
Nice. Cool. Corpsey's here. Hi Corpsey, how are you today? Good to see you. Lovely. Thank you for giving everyone a shout out. I'm feeling very generous today, so just give everyone a shout out. Give yourself a shout out. Right, let us go. Let us go.
Okay, I'm gonna, even though I know a lot of the first part, I'm not just gonna rush through it. I'm gonna still,
still enjoy.
Make it a
still
thing.
Enjoy.
Yes.
We've got to please the crowd.
Yes,
Not
we need
bad,
to entertain.
Thanks. How are you guys? Yeah, I'm really good today. Really good. Again, I feel like I've got a million and one things going on in my head. My brain's not quite here, but hopefully that will just make it even more hilarious today.
We'll find it somewhere in the dungeon.
It might be in the dungeon. If you find it, could you let me know?
I will.
Okie dokie. The clamour of the excited spectators gradually fades behind you as you venture deep into the gloom of the tunnel. Large crystals hang from the tunnel roof at 20-metre intervals, radiating a soft light just enough for you to see your way. As your eyes gradually become accustomed to the near darkness, you begin to see movement all around. Spiders and beetles crawling up and down the chiselled walls disappear quickly into cracks and crevices as they sense your approach. Rats and mice scurry along the floor ahead of you. Droplets of water drip into small pools with an eerie plopping sound which echoes down the tunnel. The air is cold, moist and dank. After walking slowly, along the tunnel for 5 minutes, you arrive at a stone table standing against the wall to your left. And I'm going to start the timer there.
Yes.
Yeah. On the table is 6 boxes, one of which has your name printed on its lid. Do you wish to open the box or continue walking north?
I have been informed that in the beginning, they'll try to trick you into thinking that they're being helpful.
Mm-hmm.
So I will now take all the help I can get, because later I'll be very thankful for it.
Okay, so you're going to go to 270. You're going to open the box.
Yes.
Yes,
Open
Chibi
the box.
Chibi does have a minion, yes. She snuck one in with her. The lid of the box lifts off easily. Inside you find 2 gold pieces and a note written on a small piece of parchment which is addressed to you. After placing the gold in your pocket, you read the message which says, "Well done. At least you have the sense to stop and take advantage of the token aid given to you. Now I can advise you that you'll need to find and use several items if you hope to pass triumphantly through my Deathtrap Dungeon. Signed, Suckenvit." You memorise the advice on the note, tear it into tiny pieces and continue north along the tunnel. Turn to page 66. So you now have 2 gold pieces.
Yes.
Yes.
Because there are 600 shops in this dungeon.
I don't know anywhere where you can buy anything in this apart from there is one thing you can buy.
It's to pay for my sister's funeral.
It will be handy. After walking down the tunnel for a few minutes, you come to a junction. A white arrow painted on one wall points west. On the floor you can see wet footprints made by those who entered before you. It is hard to be sure, but it looks as though 3 of them decided to follow the direction of the arrow west, while one decided to go east. Would you like to go west or go east? And remember, guys, if she decides to go west, there is a command. It's just !west. So if she does go west, you can trigger that. But would you like to go west or east?
According to the instructions I've been given, it is best to not go west too often. So we're going east.
You're going east?
Because the theme song is trickery.
It is. And also, last week's adventurer trusted Beyonce and went to the left, which also wouldn't help you, I don't think. Turn to 119.
I missed that part, so I have no idea what that is.
Ah, well.
I chose not to know.
Ahead, you can see a large obstruction.
The minion is excited.
Good! Ahead, you can see a large obstruction on the tunnel floor, although it's too dark to make out exactly what it is. The wet footprints you've been following carry on towards the obstruction. If you want to continue east, you can, or you can go back to the junction and head west.
We will continue east.
You're going to continue east. Panda says, I'm still really shocked that Vicky made it out. It's really tricky. It took me many attempts. Many attempts. But I finally did find the way out. You're going to continue east, page 56. You see that the obstruction is a large brown boulder-like object. You touch it with your hand and are surprised to find that it is soft and spongy. Would you like to try and climb over it, or would you like to slice it open with your sword?
There were tales that anything that even remotely feels or looks mushroomy are bad for your health. So let's not slice into the soft, spongy, shroom-like essence.
You're going to try and climb over. Okay, 373.
Also, I like my stamina.
Stamina is good. You clamber over the soft boulder, half expecting to be engulfed by it at any moment. Getting over it is difficult. Your limbs sink into its soft casing, but eventually you manage to struggle over it. Relieved to be back on firm ground, you head east. Turn to page 13. I think someone likes being on the camera.
He does. He can see himself too.
The tunnel...
This is the sound of dying adventurers in the distance.
I think it's a goblin noise. Sounds like goblins. The tunnel makes a sudden turn to the left and heads north for as far as you can see. The footprints that you're following start to peter out as the tunnel becomes gradually drier. Soon you'll be on the dripping roof and the pools on the floor. You notice the air becoming hotter and you find yourself panting even though you are walking quite slowly. In a small recess on the left-hand wall, you see a section of bamboo standing on its end. Lifting it down, you see it is filled with a clear liquid. Your throat is painfully dry and you feel a little dizzy from the heat in the tunnel. Do you wish to drink the liquid, or would you rather not risk it and continue north?
He's having a hoot.
Great.
Well, Vicky is giving me a hint on her camera, so I'm going to drink it.
Oh, hydrate! You're going to drink it. Okay.
Yes.
That wasn't an intentional hint. It was not.
It totally was. I know you're trying to help me.
I want someone to make it out. I want someone to get out. Turn to 147. The water in the bamboo pipe is welcomingly refreshing. Add 1 stamina point, but you don't need it, I don't think. It also contains a magical solution which will enable you to be exposed to melting point temperatures without harm. Discarding the bamboo, you set off north again in good spirits. Turn to 182. 182.
Free hints. Panda calls cheating 10-minute penalty.
I genuinely needed a little drink. I'm not giving out any free hints.
Also, I knew what was going to happen.
You knew, because she's been paying attention. She's paid all of these people to tell her what she should do in the dungeon. And also determination. Research and determination. Gotta find that sister of yours.
Yes.
As you struggle on, the heat intensifies until it feels like white heat and becomes so unbearable that you begin to pass out. Did you drink the liquid from the bamboo pipe? Yes.
I did.
Yes, you did. 25.
Also, someone's having a one-man show here.
Okay. You're being upstaged.
I am. Story of my life.
Although the temperature in the tunnel is higher than you could normally tolerate, the liquid from the bamboo pipe keeps you alive. Turn to 197. He is sweet. I think he's just really enjoying himself. Oh, she's frozen. Uh-oh. She's frozen. I'm not going to continue. I'm going to pause the timer. Oh, if I can.
We're back.
You're back?
I think.
Okay.
Yes.
Let me just pause that just for a second there. You're back. Excellent. Okay.
I don't know what happened, but...
Oh, nothing. I stopped as soon as you... Oh, you mean you don't know why it froze?
No, yeah. But the stream froze and my call froze. But we're back.
We're back. Okay, so I'm going to continue. So mercifully, the temperature now starts to drop rapidly. And soon it feels almost cool again. On the left-hand side of the tunnel is a closed door. It has a small iron plate in it, which might possibly slide open. Would you like to open the door, try to slide the iron plate, or continue north up the tunnel?
I consulted with a man that whose name was Mr. Jenkins. His first name was Leroy, and
Leroy
I was told.
Jenkins. That's such an old school reference now, isn't it?
It is. Look, it makes me old. But there was this talk of a Leroy Jenkins bursting into rooms without, paying any attention to danger, and I heard that this did not end well. So we will slide open the little plate and first see what is beyond.
Eyesight for sore eyes, double adventurers. Well, we've got an adventurer and her minion. I don't think he's being very helpful right now. But he's
having a little party,
he's having a great time. So we're gonna head over to 156.
Oh god.
The thing is, you've brought along your excuse for stalling. If you can't make a decision, it's because you've got your minion with you. Okay, the small plate slides open easily and you find yourself peering into a room with a deep pit in the floor behind the door.
You didn't do this the first time.
Nope. On the opposite wall there are 2 iron hooks, one of which hangs a coil of rope. If you wish to open the door, jump over the pit and take the rope, you can, or you can continue north along the tunnel.
Somewhere on my map, it was written down after consulting the spirits that without a rope, your future says nope.
Okay, so we're gonna need rope. So
yes,
you're gonna open the door, jump over the pit, and take the rope.
Yes.
208. 208. Yeah, we're feeling really generous today, so Pumpkin Panda's gonna be shouting at everybody. The door swings open into the room, and you step back and jump over the pit. You put the rope in your backpack and jump over the pit and leave the room and head north. Oh, I've got an itch in my ear. Ah, itchy
not
ear.
Me.
Itchy ear.
It's not me.
It's my fault. I don't know why I've got an itch in my ear. It's the second time this week. Right, you've got your rope.
Spirits.
It's the spirit. I've got a spirit in my ear. Okay, so you've now got a rope in your backpack.
Child, stop pretending you have COVID.
Turn to 326. You okay there?
Oh! It is that time.
You've got rope. Ahead,
Yes,
you see
but-
the tunnel turn
yes.
sharply to the left. You turn the corner and almost bump straight into 2 fierce-looking orcs armed with morning stars and wearing leather armour. You're totally unprepared, and as you draw your sword, one of them swings its morning star at you. Roll 1 die!
We're gonna roll 1 die.
First roll of the episode.
Well then, so much for that. I rolled a 1.
If you roll a 1, turn to page 91.
Yeah, I noticed this. Child, don't steal my dice, please.
The Orc's Morningstar thuds into your arm, knocking your sword to the floor. You must fight them barehanded. Reduce your skill by 4 for the duration of combat. Fortunately,
I now have 6 skill.
Fortunately, the tunnel is too narrow for both orcs to attack you at once. You must fight them one at a time. First orc has a skill of 5 and a stamina of 5. Second orc has a skill of 6 and a stamina of 4. Okay, if you're ready, I'm ready.
I am as ready as can be.
So let's go.
Attack 2d6 plus skill.
So we're going to roll both of our dice and add our skill.
Okay. Oh, lovely. I need other dice, I think. I rolled a 2.
I rolled a 13. So just if you could tell me what your what it is, what the total amount
8.
is. 8. Okay, so I hit you. So you'll need to reduce your stamina by 2. Second roll.
That is a 7 plus 6 is 13.
I got a 12, so you hit me.
Yes.
So the first orc is on a stamina of 3.
Darn. I'm wrestling these orcs. That is 9 plus 6 is 15.
I got an 11, so orc number 1 is on 1 health.
Excellent.
The battle music makes this even more intense now.
Yeah. It's a 9.
I got a 14, so I hit you. Does a sidekick get a battle turn too? I don't know. No. Probably not.
Okay, there we go.
Okay.
7 plus 6 is a 13.
I got a 16 there, so I hit you.
You're cheating.
Nope.
God, I need different dice. This is 10.
I also got a 10, so nothing happens.
Oh, I need to answer this. Crap, my phone. Sorry.
Okay, no worries at all. Let's pause.
Muting.
Oh. Back to it then, I guess. Let's go.
Yes, give me my dice, darling. Thank you. My dice. Aha. Where were we? We were at 10 stamina, and the lovely Tina was at 1.
Yes, she is at 1 health.
Okay, I have 14.
I rolled a 10, so Tina is dead.
Bye,
So we've
Tina.
got Tina and Turner again. You guys are doing great. Thank you, Justice. Thank you so much. Right, so Turner.
He's cheering.
Yay!
Yay!
Turner has just seen you wrestle his sister to death, and he's like, he's really angry. He's getting enraged, so he's gonna come and swing at you.
He forgot his tub of jelly. So enraged. This is an 11.
I only got a 9, so you give him a massive walloping. He's on 2 health.
I'm fisting him in the face.
Face fisting.
And this is a 10.
I got a 15 there.
Child, stop being so loud. Thank you. Okay. And this is a 15.
6, 7, 8, 9. I got a 13. So Turner is
gone.
also down.
Yes.
Fabulous. Cool. So if you win, turn to 2, 5, 7. Inside one of the orc's pockets, you find 1 gold piece and a hollow wooden tube. You put your findings in your backpack and you set off west. And I'm going to call that a save point there.
Okay. Hollow wooden tube. I lost 8 stamina.
Yikes.
So I'm going to eat 2. Let me check my thing. I am going to eat 1 ration.
1 provision. Cool,
Provision,
okay.
yes.
So you've got 9 provisions left. Cool, let us continue. We're going west, guys. We're going west to 164. You know what to do.
So I'm now at 12 stamina.
As you walk along, droplets of water again start falling from the tunnel ceiling. You see wet footprints made by the same boots that you followed earlier heading west. The footprints lead to a closed iron door in the right-hand wall of the tunnel, but they do not seem to go any further. If you wish to open the door, you can, or you can keep going west.
I wish to open the door.
You want to open the door. Page 299. The door opens into a large chamber where you are shocked to see one of your rivals who has obviously met a sudden gory death. It is one of the barbarians and he's impaled on several long iron spikes which are fixed to a frame that has sprung out of the floor. A lot of rubbish and debris litters the floor, concealing a hidden tripwire which he must have stepped on and thus released a spiked frame. In the far wall is an alcove in which you can see a silver goblet standing on a small wooden table. Would you like to search the barbarian, walk towards the alcove, or close the door and continue west?
The other adventurers went in just as prepared as I was. Well, not as prepared, but they went in pretty prepared. So he was not prepared for this tripwire, though. Press F in chat for the barbarian.
F in chat
but
for the barbarian.
I'm hoping he, hoping quote unquote, that he has some supplies for me that he won't need anymore.
Okay, so you're going to search the barbarian.
Yes.
126. The pouch on the barbarian's belt is empty apart from some strange looking dried meat wrapped in a cloth. Would you like to eat the meat, leave the meat and walk over to the alcove, or leave the chamber and head west?
I spent like 5 minutes last time on whether or not the meat was edible or not. But by now we've learned that if the meat was wrapped, it was done so with great care. Child, I swear. So it's probably edible, so we're going to eat it.
Eat the meat. Turn to 226. Yes. Eat the meat. The meat contains herbs which will increase your strength. Add 3 to your stamina. You may either walk over to the alcove now, or you can leave the chamber and continue west. So alcove or leave.
Well, the thing is, I was told that we need various things in order to escape the dungeon.
Yeah.
Or various things to face the challenges we encounter in the dungeon.
Yeah.
So I don't know if we need the goblet at some point. That is in the alcove.
I can't tell you. I am just a narrator. I don't know.
I'm just
thinking out loud.
Thinking out loud. So I will explore the alcove.
You're going to walk over to the alcove. Turn to page 41.
Yes.
You walk slowly over to the alcove, carefully checking the floor for any more hidden traps. You see that the goblet contains a sparkling red liquid. Would you like to drink the liquid, leave the goblet and walk back to search the barbarian if you've not done so already, or would you like to leave the chamber and continue west? So really the options that you have are drink the red liquid or leave the chamber.
Yes. Well, putting the goblet in my pack with the liquid is not very useful. So I'm going to drink the liquid first and then put it in my pack.
Okay, drink the liquid. 98. Lifting the goblet releases a sprung catch and a dart shoots out of the wooden table leg. You must test your luck. So roll both of your dice and they must be, so you've got a luck of 8 at the moment, they must be equal to or lower than 8 for you to be lucky.
Okay, child, let's go. We roll a 6, which is lower than 8.
So you are lucky. You now must reduce your luck score by 1, so you've got a luck of 7 now. If you are lucky, turn to 105. Your reflexes are sharp and you quickly jump aside. The dart whistles past, only just missing you, and thuds into the opposite wall. You see the goblet is now lying on the floor, you must have dropped it, and the red liquid is running away into the rivulets over the gravestone. But at least the goblet may be of use, so you put it into your backpack. So you now have a shiny goblet. At least the goblet may be of use, you put it in your backpack. And now you must leave the chamber and continue west. Not enough monsters. You've got to send them at her thick and fast so Ivana dies. I can't control them. I can't control them.
Ivana is about to encounter some interesting things.
Yes. You leave the chamber and head west. I'm surprised that no one has used that west command yet. We're going to go to 83. I'm disappointed that no one's used it.
Well, if all else fails,
go
shoot
west.
yourself.
The passage soon leads to a junction. You notice more footprints on the floor, possibly as many as 3 pairs, heading north from a south passage, and you decide to follow them. You're going to go to 37.
Yes.
Railroaded. My favourite bit. And if
I love the other part where you get double railroaded.
And if you manage to get past this bit, it's going to be another save point. So the passage opens out into a wide cavern, which is darker and much drier. Ahead you see the footprints gradually fade and then disappear. There's a large idol in the centre of the cavern, standing approximately 6 metres high. It has jewelled eyes, each as big as your fist. There are 2 giant stuffed bird-like creatures standing on either side of the idol. If you wish to climb the idol and take the jewels, you can, or you can walk through the cavern to the tunnel in the opposite wall.
Well, I want to have the shiny.
Okay, so you're going to climb the idol and take the jewels. Page 351. What is he finding so hilarious? I don't get it.
Himself.
Okay.
Also, his laugh is a thing.
The idol is very smooth. It will be difficult to climb. Do you have any rope?
I did, because life says nope if you don't have a rope.
Life says nope if you don't have a rope. So you've got the rope and you're going to climb the idol. You're going to go to 396. You make the rope into a lasso, whirl it above your head and throw it at the idol's head, smiling happily as it falls around its neck. You then tighten the noose and start to climb, hauling yourself up the rope. You're soon on top of the idol, sitting on the bridge of its nose and holding onto the rope. You draw your sword and wonder which jeweled eye to prize at first. Would you like to prize at the left eye or the right eye? The left eye or right eye?
One of these eyes will lead to certain death. Well, oh god.
Okay.
Child. Not stalling, just having a child. I was thinking about something witty to say, but I don't know. So I know that what is left may not always be right, but will you be left dead if you choose right? We're gonna go for left. The right? No, Panda, no, no. You are not a helpful ghost. We as ghosts are supposed to be supportive.
He just doesn't want you to. He's a vengeful spirit. We've got a vengeful spirit. Okay.
You're gonna have to do an exorcism here.
That is
he's
banning of the most
strategy.
massive proportions. Right, the banning of the highest level. Need an exorcism. Right, you're going to prize out the left eye. Turn to 151. 151. As you touch the idol's emerald eye, you hear a creaking sound below you. Looking down, you're shocked, absolutely shocked, to see the 2 stuffed birds flying off.
That was the sound of the birds.
Their wings flap in jerky movements, but they are soon above you and look set to attack. You must fight the flying guardians one at a time, but reduce your skill by 2 during this combat because of your restricted position. I'm going to assume that you picked your sword back up last time?
Yes.
I assume so. So you'll be fighting on 8 skill. Okay. We've got first flying guardian has a skill of 7 and a stamina of 8. The second flying...
skill of?
7 and a stamina of 8. Second flying guardian has a skill of 8 and a stamina of 8.
These were hard. I think I fought these with like a skill of 4?
Something like that. Yeah, something like that.
Go and do stuff.
Go and do stuff.
I'm going to have to say bad words again, and Vicky's stream does not appreciate that. Well, maybe they do, but... Child, go, go do things.
It's battle time if you're quite ready. If you're quite ready.
I am never ready.
These Flying Guardians don't
These Flying Guardians don't care.
They don't care that you have a minion to wrangle. Right, first Flying Guardian attacks.
I have 17.
I got a 12, so you managed to slice the first one.
This is good. Ow! Don't hit me. The second round.
Second round.
Is once again 17.
I got a 16, so you managed to hit it.
This is going so much better than last time.
It is, just a little bit, yeah.
This is 7 plus 8 is 15.
I got a 17 this time, so that one hits you.
Okay.
Managed to peck at you.
Bastard.
Bugger, little bugger. Right.
6 plus 7 is 13. We're decreasing.
I only got an 11, so that one is now on 2 health.
And last but not least, that is 8 plus 8 is 16.
I only got a 10 there, so the first one is down. So the next one has been circling.
Go away. You hit me in the face again. Go. Thank you. Yes,
the second one is now very angry and it's seen its opportunity. It's been circling, but now it sees the opportunity to attack.
18.
I got a 15, so you managed to hit it.
My child is now in crisis. 15.
I got a 17, so that one hits you.
Bastard. Ooh, 5 plus 8 is 13.
I got a 17 there, 17.
This bird is so annoying with this 8 skill. Ooh, 20.
I got a 15, so you hit that one.
Ha. Ha, take that, stupid
Take that, you
flying
stupid
shit.
bird.
9 plus 8 is 17. These rolls seem so high, but that's the last time I fought them. I had like 4 skill.
Yes, 16 there. So you hit that. It's got 2 health
One
remaining. One more hit.
One more. 16.
I got an 18.
Ah, bastard. Still alive.
Still alive. Still alive, but you're barely breathing.
Exactly, 11.
I got a 16 there.
I was bragging. Never do that again, Chibi. Here we go. Sorry, that is 19.
And that's a 16 again. So yeah, it's down.
Yes!
Back it over. You won. You won. You beat the 2 Flying Guardians.
This never happened before.
Yes, Bub, fight back. If you win, turn to page 240. 240. So I'm going to class that
Panda
there.
is disappointed.
That there is a save point. So that is the idol there. And we're at page, what did I say? 240.
Mm-hmm.
Time is now 29:20. Can you tell me your skill, luck, and how many provisions you have, please?
The skill, it was reduced for this combat, right?
Yeah, but it will go back up now.
Then it's 10.
Yeah, luck.
Luck is at 7.
And how many provisions do you have, please?
9 provisions left because I only ate 1.
Fabulous. Fabulous, fabulous. Okay, let's continue.
Which is about to change.
Maybe.
What do I win? It's going to tell me now.
You look down and see the crumpled bodies of the 2 Flying Guardians lying motionless on the floor. You start to prize out the idol's emerald eye with the tip of your sword. At last it comes free, and you're surprised by its weight when it falls into your hand. So you now have an emerald. Hoping it may be of use later, you can put it into your backpack. Would you like to now prize out the right eye, or would you rather climb down that idol?
I'm going to climb down.
Climb
not falling for that
down.
trap.
Turn to page 89.
Not gonna fall for that.
That would be a little bit greedy, wouldn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Back on solid ground
Also,
once
it would
again.
please Panda.
Back on solid ground again. On the cavern floor, you try to shake your rope from the idol's neck. Please test your luck. Roll both your dice and see if you get less than 7.
Where did I put my dice here? It is 6. Huh.
Perfect. You are lucky.
So my luck goes to 6 now, right?
It does, yeah. Turn to page 54. It's amazing how quickly your luck decreases. The lasso loosens itself and you're able to shake it free of the idol's neck, so you still have your rope. You quickly coil it back up and put it back in your backpack. Wasting no more time in the cavern, you run forward to the tunnel in the north of the wall. So you're going north. Turn to page 239. 239. Not much further down the tunnel, you come to a closed door on your left. Putting your ear to the door, you listen intently but hear nothing. Would you like to open the door or keep walking north?
I am going to open the door.
Open the door.
Yes.
Turn to 1.
Oh wait, no. Before I do that, I'm going to eat 1 provision.
Eat 1 provision. Okay.
Yes.
And then you're going to open the door. You're going to turn to page 102.
So my stamina is now back to 9.
You enter a room which is small and completely empty, but as soon as you're inside, the door slams shut behind you, and suddenly a voice booms out of nowhere, shouting, "Welcome to Deathtrap Dungeon, the ingenious killer labyrinth of my master. Adventurer, I trust you will pay respects to my master by shouting out his name." Will you shout, "Hail Succumbit," or "Succumbit is a worm"?
Succumbit is a stupid fucking worm because he murdered my sister, most likely.
251. Once again, the mysterious
One
voice
moment.
calls out. Okay.
Yes, keep talking.
Only this time, to your great surprise, it's far less threatening. Good, my master likes those who show spirit. Take this gift to help you. It will grant you 1 wish, but only 1 wish. Farewell. A gold ring magically appears out of nowhere and lands at your feet with a gentle tinkle. You pick it up and put it on one of your fingers. The door opens and you step back into the tunnel to continue north. So yes, now you have a ring of wishes. And we're going to go to page 344.
Okay. Yes.
The tunnel twists and turns, but keeps steadily north. Just need to take a drink.
Yes. My child is having a crisis. by the
Oh
way.
dear.
I don't know how much of that you can hear. Sorry about that.
Ahead you see a thin shaft of blue light streaming down from the ceiling to the floor. It sparkles and shimmers, and you see images of laughing faces in the light. If you wish to walk through the light, you can, or you can walk around the light.
We're gonna walk through it, because
You're gonna
light is
walk
good and positive
through.
and brings us joy.
You're going to walk through the light. Yeah, I think pretty much every mum has been in that position where they just won't stop. Okay, we're going to turn to page 229. Don't worry about it too much. As soon as your head goes under the blue light, you hear the sound of muffled voices. The faces are no longer laughing, but have changed their expressions to ones of despair and anguish. As a young girl's sad face hovers in front of you, and she begins to whisper a poem. Transfixed, you listen intently, believing that she has a special message for you as she recites, "When corridor doth water meet, do not make a quick retreat. Take a breath and jump deep in, if your trial you hope to win." Would you like me to repeat that?
When corridor meets water, do not repeat.
That's
all I have written down.
Yeah, so when corridor doth water meet, do not make a quick retreat. Take a breath and jump deep in, if your trial you hope to win. You memorise the Spirit Girl's poem and you step through the shaft of light and quickly continue north. Turn to 107.
Yes. Oh, I'm gonna have another piece of food, because this was innocent, and things around here do not stay innocent for long.
Nope.
So it puts me at 7 provisions left.
Okay. You come to an
But
arched
it puts
doorway.
me at 13 stamina.
13 stamina, that's pretty good. You come to an arched doorway set in the right-hand wall of the tunnel. The heavy stone door is closed, but there is an iron latch and a round handle. Would you like to try the door or continue along the tunnel?
We are going to try the door.
Try the door. 168. Yeah, he's calmed down now, hasn't he? He just needed some puzzle time.
Yeah, he has his autism, so sometimes it takes him a while to just, process everything.
Yeah, that's understandable. Lifting the latch and pushing the heavy stone door, you find yourself in a large cavern. The light is dim and murky, but as your eyes begin to adjust, you see that the walls are covered in green algae and are running with moisture. The floor is strewn with straw. The atmosphere is warm, damp and fetid, and a soft humming fills the air.
There he goes again.
Step gingerly. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
My earphones keep crackling, which is really annoying. You step gingerly through the straw towards a corner of the cavern where there appears to be a shallow pit. Peering warily into the pit, you are disgusted to see a mass of pale, writhing worms, some as much as 1/2 metre long. Utterly nauseated, you're about to turn away when you notice that under their undulating bodies...
I'm listening.
I couldn't find the bit on the page. The bodies are swarming around a dagger. Its point held fast in a crack in the pit floor. The hilt is cased in black leather, studded with opals, and the blade is fashioned from a strange reddish-black burnished metal that you've never seen before. You long to touch the dagger, but this would mean plunging your hand among the writhing worms. Would you like to reach for the dagger or back away in disgust and leave the cavern?
The Knapp family does not raise sissies. We're all proud gay people, not sissies. So, we stick our hand into the stuff.
He loves the word gay, doesn't he?
So, gay! No, not right now.
No, not today.
We're not gay today, but we'll be gay tomorrow.
Gay tomorrow.
Yes.
We should be gay every day.
Yes.
Okay, do you reach for the dagger? Yes?
Yes, we do.
94. He loves it. Whenever we're in Colleen's stream, she's got just a sound clip that says "I'm gay," and he loves it.
Yeah, and when I have her on speak, he just goes, "I'm gay, I'm gay." That's what he says all the time.
And I said, "Is he trying to tell you something?" Okay, taking a deep breath, you lean over the pit and plunge your forearm into the mass of wriggling worms. They are
I just want to meet Jeff
cold
Goldblum, really.
and clammy and feel extremely nasty. But at least they're harmless and you're able to seize the dagger by the hilt. You give it a hard tug and it comes away from the crack in which the tip was embedded. Admiring its beauty and wondering whether it might once have belonged to some luckless contestant, you put an opal-studded dagger firmly into your belt and leave the cavern. Turn to 174.
Opal-studded dagger.
As you make your way back to the doorway, the buzzing sound increases in intensity. And you look around.
Is it Jeff Goldblum?
Desperately. And you just
Is it Jeff Goldblum?
Glancing up in the nick of time, you see a huge and grotesque black shape of a giant Jeff Goldblum fly emerging from a recess high up in the cavern wall. As it gets closer, you realise that it is at least 1.5 meters long. That's what he said. Its opaque wings vibrate, making the sickening buzzing noise that you can hear, and its 6 black hairy legs are poised to grasp your body. Below its multifaceted Jeff Goldblum face, it has eyes and a long, shiny black proboscis which darts in and out venomously. You have stolen Jeff Goldblum's treasure from his brood of maggots, and you must face the consequences. Test your luck.
I think if I ever met Jeff Goldblum, I'd be so intimidated. He's just he oozes some sort of personality. I roll 5.
He's got some kind of crazy aura about him. You're just gonna magically fall in love with him.
But he's also very intelligent.
He is.
You're like, and you're like, okay, this man is intimidating, not in an evil, scary way, but in a, oh god, anything I say can and will be used against me.
Yeah, absolutely.
He will outwit me at every turn.
You've seen him on RuPaul's Drag Race though, right? Like,
yes, exactly. He did that.
He's so quick with
Where?
it.
Look over there. Where?
What? Every time.
Look over there. I should try this in this dungeon.
Every time. Okay, you manage to evade the outstretched legs of the Jeff Goldblum fly. You're stepping back, you draw your sword and prepare to fight the hideous insect as it turns to attack you. The Jeff Goldblum fly has a skill of 7 and a stamina of 8. And if you beat him, that will be a save point. You may escape by running back into the tunnel to head north if you wish.
Not yet. Oh, maybe later. I have a 13.
I got a 12.
Wow!
So
I did not expect.
You hit him.
Next up is a 14.
I also got a 14, so you just feel each other up a little bit.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Justice, we're feeling up Jeff Goldblum. 18, much better.
I got a 12, so you hit him. Sorry, Jeff Goldblum!
We love you, Jeff Goldblum.
Ooh.
14 for me.
I got a 19
painful.
this time.
Yeah. Stamina down to 11.
Oof.
This is a 13 again. Dice, I swear.
I got a 14. So I hit you.
Let me rub my dice into his hair for some luck.
Okay. Okay. A lucky
16,
minion.
see,
A
we're
lucky
improving.
minion. I also got a 16, so nothing happens.
Okay, let's try again.
You just feel each other up again.
Ooh. 18. More improvement.
7, 8, 9. I got a 15, so you hit him. He's on
Yes.
2 stamina.
Yes.
Looking a little
Last
worse
but not
for
least,
wear.
we go. Ooh, 19. Yes, take that, Jeff Goldblum.
I got a 12.
Look over there!
Where?
Jeff Goldblum, look over there! And he's dead.
Oh no. He's gone.
He
You
fell for it.
He fell. You decapitated him with your sword. He's done. If you win, turn to 111. Juan. You wipe the vile yellow slime from the blade of your sword and walk quickly to the door, back into the tunnel, and head north. I said that was going to be a save point there.
Yes.
So that is. We're going to go to page 267.
Stamina. Oh, we have so much dungeon to go. Let me check all the information that I've
7.
gathered so far.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, darling.
Is your skill still 10?
Right. I think. Yes, we're going to eat another provision.
Have you got a skill of 10?
We still have some.
Luck is 5,
So
is it?
down to 6 provisions.
6 provisions. And a luck
10
of
skill.
Yeah.
6 provisions and
Yeah.
5 luck.
5 luck. OMG. Right. Let us continue.
5 luck.
Let's go
Oh, we're
to
stalling again. Great.
2, 6,
I'm gonna do something.
2, 6, 7. Cool.
Yes, 2, 6, 7. I got my ration, so we have 10 skill, 5 luck, and 6 rations.
Yeah. The tunnel ends shortly at a junction. Looking left and right, you see a narrow passage disappearing into the dim distance. Would you like to head west or go east?
West is dangerous. Beyonce and the Pet Shop Boys are evil incarnate. So we're going to the right,
You're gonna go east. I'm just checking my
Yes.
map. East. Go east. Page 60.
Because west is where Tiny Little Grim gave us a lot of information on what not to do.
Oh, yes, she died there.
Twice.
Twice. Yes, you're right, she did. 68.
Hi!
You walk down the passage and soon find yourself standing at the edge of a deep, dark pit. The passage continues east on the other side of the pit. You think you could probably jump over it, but you're not sure. There's a rope hanging down from the centre of the ceiling in the pit. Would you like to throw your shield over the pit and jump after it? Jump over the pit carrying everything, or reach for the rope with your sword, which would enable you to swing across the pit?
We are going to reach.
For the stars! You reach for the
Yes.
rope. 212. 212.
There he is. Yes. There he is again.
He's happy now.
So he was. Yeah. Well, I think he was crying because he couldn't play with the camera anymore.
Oh.
I think that was the entire issue. We
Gripping.
can play with the camera. Yes.
Just don't hit Mummy in the face.
Yes.
2 on 2.
Wise
Gripping the
words.
rope firmly, you step back to take a running jump. However, in the dim light, you do not notice that someone has cut the rope almost in two, just a little way above the section that you're holding. And as you
So
swing
rude.
out across the pit, it suddenly breaks, and you scream with fear as you plunge headlong to the depths below. Turn to 285. You're not dead. Ah.
This is gonna hurt. Me more
Should
than
have gone
you.
to Specsavers. The thing is, it was just even with your specs on, it's so dark you wouldn't have seen that. You land heavily on your back, but luckily your backpack cushions your fall. Lose 1 skill and 2 stamina points.
Yes.
The darkness is almost pitch black at the bottom of the pit, and you crawl along the floor, groping in front of you. Suddenly, your hand touches something cold, hard, and smooth. The object is small and round, and you cannot figure out what it is, so you place it in your backpack, hoping to see what it is once you're out of the pit, because that doesn't sound dangerous. You continue to crawl forward and soon reach the pit wall. It's too smooth to climb, and you have to cut hand and toe holds into it with your sword. This takes a very long time, but you finally climb out of the pit on the east side. You immediately check out the object in your backpack and discover that you found an orb of blood red ruby. You're absolutely delighted, and you head off east in high spirits, whistling softly under your breath. Turn to 237.
Excellent.
Not dead yet, guys. We're 45 minutes in.
What was my record last time?
42 minutes. So you've officially beaten Anita.
Yes.
Well,
it's time to meet her.
Where did I say we were?
Right in front of the room where I'm going to meet Anita. 237.
237. The tunnel makes a sudden left turn and continues north for as far as you can see. You soon arrive at a closed door in the left-hand wall. If you wish to open the door, you can, or you can keep going north.
We are going to open the door where something surprising will await us. You get to change the words.
Open the door. Turn to page 12.
She's opening the door. Up the Bella.
The door opens into a large candlelit room filled with the most extraordinary lifelike statues of knights and warriors, and one of them looks really familiar. It kind of looks like your sister.
Not Anita Knapp.
A white-haired man dressed in tattered rags suddenly jumps out from behind Anita and starts to giggle. Though he looks like a fool, the sparkle in his eye makes you think there is more to him than is apparent. In a high-pitched voice, he says, "Oh, good! Another stone for my garden. I'm glad you've come to join your sister."
No! How do you know? What? No!
Well, the resemblance is striking. Now, I'm a fair man, and so I'll ask you one question. If you answer correctly, I'll let you go free. But if your answer is wrong, I'll turn you to stone! And he started to chuckle again, obviously pleased with your arrival. Would you like to wait for his question, attack him with your sword, or make a run for the door?
Well, Ivana Knapp is very shocked by this. So I think she'll just blankly stare at her sister's stone statue, which automatically means she'll get a question fired at her.
382.
There have been 2 wrong answers here, so I probably know what the right answer is going to be. I just don't know what happens when it does happen.
Okay.
So this is going to be a new thing.
New thing for you. New thing for you. The old man points at one of the statues, and you recognise it immediately. It's not your sister, but it is the knight who started the Trial of Champions. The agonised look on his face locked in stone for eternity. The old man smiles, saying, "This man weighs 100 pounds plus half his weight. How much does he weigh?" What will you answer? 100 pounds, 150 pounds, or 200 pounds?
Ivana Knapp has heard many, many, many riddles over the past few years. The most astounding riddle she's ever heard was, "What's your favourite colour?" She got that right. But the only correct answer is 200 pounds.
200 pounds. We're going to turn to 391. Still smiling, the old man looks at you and says, "Well done, stranger! You've answered correctly. I wish you good fortune. I wish you good fortune during the rest of the Trial of Champions, and to this end I shall increase your powers. Then he mutters a few unintelligible words, and you feel a powerful surge soar through your body. Add 1 to each your skill, stamina, and luck scores.
This is the one that would increase the maxes if they were maxed, right?
Yeah.
But they're not.
You bid the old man farewell, and you leave his room to continue north along the passage. So you've got 1 more skill, 1 more stamina, and 1 more luck.
Yep.
And you're going to go north along the passage, turning to page 100.
Yes.
I'm not going to save that just yet. Only a few meters further down the passage, you see another closed door in the left-hand wall. The letter X is scratched into its central panel. Putting your ear to the door, you listen intently but hear nothing. Would you like to open the door or continue going north?
My map does not tell me what heads north, and I'm very curious about what lies there, because I think everyone thus far went into this room. I don't know if anyone's gone north yet. I don't know if you know if anyone went north here. Without saying what happens, of course, but has anyone gone north?
People have gone north, yes.
I will go north, because I missed out on all of that.
Okay.
Yes.
You're going to go north, 217. The passage slowly starts to climb, leading you relentlessly northwards. You do not come across a single junction. There are no doorways, there's no alcoves to investigate, and you become less guarded as you plod on. After a while, you become so nonchalant that you fail to notice a thin tripwire stretched low across the passage. It's only when your foot catches it and you hear a distant rumble that you realise your mistake.
Oh dear.
The rumbling sound swells to an almost deafening level, and suddenly out of the gloom of the tunnel ahead, you see a massive boulder rolling towards you, gathering speed with every second. You drop your shield and lose 1 skill.
Okay.
And you turn to flee the oncoming boulder.
Okay.
Turn to 36. So you've lost your shield.
Okay.
You run faster than you've ever run in your life, but still the boulder is catching up to you. Roll 2 dice.
Let's do this, toddler. Let's do this. We're rolling 6. How average?
If the total is less than both your skill and stamina, which I believe it is.
Yes?
Turn to 340. Oh, this is tense. I don't know what's going to happen to you.
Okay. We will both know soon.
Your fear gives you a new surge of energy, and somehow your tired legs manage to keep you in front of the boulder. Ahead, on your right, you see the welcome sight of a doorway. You lunge at the door and mercifully it flies open. The boulder thunders past, and you're left lying exhausted on the floor of a large room. Turn to 381.
Okay. Well, that could have gone much worse.
It could have. I think I'm going to save that there if you wish.
Yeah, sure.
Why not? So you've outrun a boulder.
I feel very like Indiana Jones right now.
It was a very Indiana Jones moment. We're at 52 minutes at 46. Your skill is now 9.
Yes,
Your
my luck is 6.
Is 6. And your provisions are...
Still 6.
Still 6. Okay, let's continue. You look around the room and see nothing of interest apart from an alcove in the west wall and a stone chair in the middle of the room. Sitting in the chair is the skeleton of an armed warrior, possibly a contestant from years gone by. The skeletal fingers of the right hand are gripped around a piece of parchment. Would you like to take the parchment from the skeleton or walk over to the alcove?
Parchment means information, so we shall taketh it, and you can go to page 331.
331.
How do I know these things?
How do you know? Touching the parchment has precisely the effect you had feared. The skeleton lurches forward and rising from its chair in a series of jerky movements, It raises its sword to strike you.
Oh no.
Lunging sideways, you draw your sword to defend yourself. You must fight a skeleton warrior. It's got a skill of 8 and a stamina of 6.
Cool.
Let's
Okay,
go.
child, let's do this. Oh, my first roll is 12.
I got a 15. So that hits you.
Yep. There we go. This is 15.
I got a 16.
This thing is stupid. Oh god, 13.
I got a 15.
Ow. I hate skeletons. I should have become a priestess so I could have turned it. 15.
I got a 13, so you get your first
Haha.
hit. It's on 4 health.
By the gods, I shall striketh thee again. Ooh. Excellent. 17.
I also got a 17. Nothing happens.
Fine. Gods! Again!
Fine.
18.
I got a 15, so you hit it. It's on 2 stamina.
Okay, gods, let me prayeth to thee once more. I'm out of prayers. 15.
I got a 16, so it hits you.
I'm at 4.
Uh-oh.
18.
I got a 14, so
It's dead!
it's dead. Again. It's
And-
dead again.
I'm now not dead, and he is. This is a good turn of events. I'm running out of provisions, though. That is less excellent, but we'll get there.
Right, okay, if you win, turn to page 71. Let's see what happens to you. Once again, you reach for the parchment, only this time it's lying amidst a pile of broken bones. Unfolding it, you see a map of a room with a drawing of a hideous creature inside. Beneath the monster is a rhyme, which reads, "Should you meet the manticore, of its tail beware. Shield yourself against the spikes flying through the air." No shield for you.
I need to go back to the save point before losing the shield. Right.
Yes, you will. So should you meet the manticore, of its tail beware. Shield yourself against the spikes flying through the air. You fold up the piece of parchment and put it in your backpack. You repeat the rhyme over and over to yourself, and you walk across to the alcove. Turn to 128.
I once heard a tale from a man named Cabbage. He said, make sure you eat enough, but don't overeat. So
Okay.
this is where I will eat 2 provisions.
2 provisions.
Putting my provisions to 4. God.
At
But
the back
I'm
of the
gonna get-
alcove are some steps leading down into a cellar. Cobwebs brush your face as you descend. The cellar ceiling is quite low and the floor is strewn with rubbish and debris and the skeleton of a cabbage. In the middle of the wall opposite you is an archway which leads into another crystal-lit tunnel. There are large mushrooms growing on the rubbish to your right. Would you like to step through the archway or stop and eat some mushrooms?
The cabbage said, do not overeat, so we're gonna ignore the mushrooms. Like I said at the beginning,
Ignore the
shrooms
mushrooms.
are not to be trusted.
No. Okay, we're going to turn to 35 and avoid the mushrooms.
Yes.
The tunnel continues west for several hundred metres, finally ending at some steps leading up to a closed trapdoor. You climb the steps slowly, hearing muffled voices above you. In the dim light you can see that the trapdoor is not locked. Would you like to knock on the trapdoor or burst through it with your sword drawn?
What was it, knock or burst?
Knock on the door or burst through it with your sword drawn?
Well, we are in Deathtrap Dungeon,
Huh?
and whatever is up there is either going to be something I don't like, or something I don't like. It's either going to be some monster, or it's going to be one of my fellow adventurers. Either variation who will probably not want to see me alive for too much longer. So I'm going to burst with my sword and hopefully take them by surprise.
You're going to burst through the trapdoor with your sword drawn, turning to 124. 124.
Because if I knock, they will get advantage.
They will. They will know you're coming. You
Yes.
throw the trapdoor open and run up the steps into a bright, lantern-lit room. 2 goblins are sharpening their short swords on a stone set in the middle of the floor. You catch them momentarily off guard, but they're quick to recover and both rush forward to attack you. Both goblins will have separate attacks on you each round, and you must choose which one you want to fight. You attack your chosen goblin as if in a normal battle, but against the other, you must make a defending roll. Okay.
Okay.
So you've got to attack and then defend. So we've got some goblins here. Let's get it on. The first goblin has a skill of 5 and a stamina of 4. The second goblin has a skill of 5 and a stamina of 5.
Okay. So, okay. I'm gonna attack the stamina 4 one.
So the weaker one?
Yep.
Okay.
That is 15.
It got an 11, so you hit it easily.
Okay. And gonna hit it. Defend now, right? Is that also 2d6?
You've got to defend, yes, so same as normal.
That would then be 15.
Okay, so you successfully defend because I rolled an 11. So
there's
attacking
nothing
again.
happened to him?
Nothing
happens
you
to
just
him?
defend.
Okay.
You just defend.
Okay.
So you're
gonna attack the weak one again.
The weak one again. Okay.
That is 16.
I got a 14, so he's actually dead, but you still need to defend against the other one.
Okay. Ooh, max.
He only got
That
an 8.
is 21.
An 8. So you successfully defend. So now you're
I
gonna
grabbed the corpse of his brother, which was Simon. This is Garfunkel. I'll put Simon in front of Garfunkel and block like no one's ever blocked before. Okay, Garfunkel.
Right, we are gonna slashy the second one.
13 on Garfunkel.
7, 8. An 11, so you hit him. It's on 3 health.
Okay.
And no
Garfunkel?
defending now, yeah, just hitting, straight hits.
Yep. 15.
I got an 11. He's on 1 health.
Standing on his last leg.
Literally.
Ooh, max. 21.
So I got a 13, so he is dead.
Ha, this catching by surprise thing works well.
It did work very well. Okay.
Because I think if I would have knocked, they would have got an advantage.
I think they probably would have just stabbed you in the face.
They would have finished sharpening their swords.
I think they would have just stabbed you in the face. Right, we're going to save there.
Stop.
So this is goblins. And
Goblins
we're going to
save.
head to page 81
Robin.
after this.
Plach.
And it
Okay,
is...
skill 9, luck 6, and 4 provisions.
Oh dear. So we're
Yes.
at 1 hour and 51 seconds. And we're going to turn to page 81.
Okay.
Doing well so far, guys. Doing well so far.
Apart from the provisions.
Not died yet, but there's still
Don't
plenty
jinx
of
me,
time.
Vicky! Do
Still
not jinx me.
Plenty of time. Much jinxing happening. Right. The only furniture in the goblin's room is a table, 2 chairs, and a cupboard on the wall. There are 2 closed doors. One in the west wall, and the other in the north wall. Would you like to open the cupboard, go west, or go north?
We're going to open the cupboard.
Just check my map. Yes. Okay. You're going to open the cupboard, page 307. The cupboard contains a wooden mallet and 10 iron spikes, which you put in your backpack while wondering which door to open. Would you like to open the west door or the north door?
I hear ghost sounds. Ooh, can you hear him?
Oh yeah, I can hear that.
Well, it is time, finally, to launch what it can only be called one of the best theme songs in the world.
Yeah. Oh,
We're going
Colleen's
west.
here. Colleen's here. We're going to go west, guys. We're going to go in the west door, page
Hi, Colleen.
263. So a non-vengeful spirit has now entered chat.
Yes.
Non-vengeful.
It's about bloody time. Panda just wants me dead.
How dare you start without me?
How dare you be late?
How dare you be late? We're an hour and a half in. Okay, 263. So she just fought the goblins. So she burst through the trapdoor and fought the goblins. So that's where she is.
Simon and Garfunkel.
Simon and Garfunkel. And now she's gone west. Was giving gifts to kids. Oh, that's super
Aww.
sweet. Oh,
I only have a kid.
No gift.
Nope.
The door opens into another tunnel. Walking west, you soon arrive at a door in the north wall. Would you like to open the door or would you like to continue west?
I would like to open the door.
Open the door, page 153. The door opens into a small room in which there is a human skull with jeweled eyes resting on top of a marble plinth. A row of loaded crossbows is fixed to the left-hand wall, and 2 small wooden balls lie on the floor just inside the door. Would you like to walk into the room and pick up the skull? Would you like to throw a wooden ball at the skull while standing in the doorway? Or would you like to close the door and continue west, taking the wooden balls with you?
I like balls, but I also like shiny gems. I am going to throw a ball at the skull.
You're going to throw a wooden ball at the skull from the doorway.
Yes.
Turn to 371. 371.
Because that seems safe-ish.
Sure,
what
I
could
don't
possibly happen?
What could go wrong?
You might know this.
You take
I don't know if
aim
you know.
and you hurl the wooden ball at the skull. Roll 2 dice.
Rolling 2 dice. This is a 10.
Okay. The number rolled is greater than your skill score, I believe.
Yes, my skill is at 9.
Turn to 113. Greater than your skill, 113.
I don't know if that's a good thing.
I don't know. The wooden ball whistles past the skull, hitting the far wall with a loud crack. Do you want to try again with the other ball? Or would you like to close the door and continue west along the tunnel?
I'm going to try with the other ball.
Try again with the other ball. Turn to 371. I assume you're going to have to
do the same thing.
Yeah, roll the same 2 dice.
You assume, or do I have to?
Yeah, you have to roll 2 dice.
Aha, it's 4 now.
4, it's less than your skill score. 273. Yes. 273.
I'm going to hit it.
The wooden ball smashes into the skull,
Yes.
knocking it off the plinth and onto the floor. Much to your surprise, the crossbows do not release their deadly bolts. You step into the room cautiously and pick the skull up off the floor. You recognise the yellow jewelled eyes as topaz, and you eagerly pluck them from their sockets. You put them into your backpack, so you now have 2 topaz jewels.
Yes.
And you wonder whether or not a trap still awaits you in the room. Would you like to get down on all fours and crawl out of the room whilst holding the skull? Or would you like to replace the skull on the plinth and leave the room?
So, nothing happened thus far.
Nothing happened.
Okay, I'm going to just sneak the fuck out of there.
Replace the skull on the plinth and leave the room?
No, I'm going to sneak.
You're going to crawl?
Yes.
Sneak, sneak? Page
Yes,
15.
sneaky, sneaky.
Sneaky, sneaky.
He's now taking over the background.
A tickling sensation runs down your spine as you crawl carefully out of the room.
Is it a spider?
Back in the tunnel, you heave a sigh of relief. You throw the skull back into the room and slam the door shut. Pleased with your good fortune, you set off west again. Turn to 74.
Okay, that could have gone much worse. Well, I'm not sure if I'm going to make it either, but I'm damn sure going to try.
Damn sure going to try. Okay, so we're going to 74. Oh yay! Colleen gets a shout out too. Thank you,
Hey
Panda.
Pumpkin! Hey Pumpkin! I have 3 lives.
She still has
Jinxing,
3 lives
jinxing.
left.
Knock on wood.
3 lives left. The tunnel takes a sharp right turn and you find yourself in a sort of gallery lined with mirrors for some 20 metres. A human skeleton appears to be pulled halfway through the mirror along the right-hand wall. Suddenly a
Mirrors
grotesque
bad.
being with 4 arms and 4 screaming faces emerges from the mirror, barring your way ahead. It walks slowly towards you, each arm outstretched, ready to grab you.
I'm cringing.
It is a mirror demon from another dimensional plane, and it has come to take your spirit. Would you like to make a wish if you're wearing a ring of wishes? Would you like to try and smash the mirrors, or would you like to attack the mirror demon with your sword?
I'm wishing for it to go back where it came from.
You're going to make a wish. Turn to 265.
Because how often are you
265.
going to get prompted to use a ring?
Probably not very much. You rub your magic ring and you wish for the mirror demon to go back to where it's come from and never to return. It's still advancing towards you, but then it starts to shimmer and fades away, and then it vanishes completely.
Come back.
Never come back. And you're able to continue your quest north. Turn to
And
1,
my ring
2,
of
2.
wishes is now just a fancy ring.
Have you been stalling enough? Oh my god, you won't let this silly joke go. You did stall a lot. So she hasn't been stalling. She hasn't been stalling too much, but she has got a minion with her who has been very distracting. So
I've also changed my inventory to Ring of No Wishes.
Ring of No Wishes. So you still have the ring, just no more wishes.
Yes.
We're gonna go to 1, 2, 2. 1, 2, 2. We won't save there just yet. 1, 2, 2. In front of you are 2 flights of stone steps. Stone steps separated by a banister of rat skulls. That was really hard to say this week. You may climb the left-hand flight of steps or the right-hand flight of steps. And of course we have ghosts in chat now as well if you want help from the spirits.
I know one of the ghosts has been here. I know both of them have been here.
Pumpkin Panda and Colleen have both made it this far, yeah?
But do they remember? Also, I'm not trusting Panda, so what he says is probably wrong.
Yeah, Panda was like a vengeful spirit.
Now. It's Panda! Which stairs should I use? Left or right?
One will tell you the truth, while one will only tell you a lie.
Would he say that?
I think we should get like a 10-minute penalty because she's had like 500 reasons to stall. Extravagant planning. I don't think she's stalled.
The only
at
one
all.
stalling right now is you, Panda, because I asked you a question.
Yeah, I think that we've been sailing through, I think. So left or right at the stone steps with the banister of rat skulls. What do we think, guys? Left or right?
In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, hey,
Bizarro
Bizarro
votes left. I trust Bizarro with my life. It's probably what is on the line here.
Hi, Bizarro. How are you today? So you're going to go left-hand
Yes.
flight of steps. Turn to 176.
Oh, he's gone back to his bicycle ride again. And here he goes. In 3, 2,
Ooh.
1.
Because so Colleen says, I don't remember which way to go, but whatever way you want to go with the flow. Okay, so
I'm
176.
flowing left.
Treading carefully, you slowly make your way up the steps. You soon reach the top without any mishaps, and you continue along the new tunnel. Turn to 277. 277.
Yay. This is good.
It's all good. The tunnel takes a sharp right turn, and then 100 meters ahead comes to a junction. You look left and see 2 bodies lying on the floor. You decide to go and investigate.
Bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor.
Turn to 388. 338, sorry, 338. The bodies are those of 2 orc guards. At least one of your rivals in the Trial of Champions must still be ahead of you. A quick search of the bodies produces nothing apart from a necklace of teeth hanging around the neck of one of the orcs. Would you like to wear the necklace, or would you rather set off north without it?
The Knapp family does not leave loot lying when we can. Anita discovered that this doesn't always work in her advantage, but Ivana doesn't know that. Ivana gets the necklace.
Gets and wears the necklace. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. The necklace is an amulet of strength. Add 1 skill point and 1 stamina point and continue your quest north. Turn to 282. 282.
The saltiness.
I genuinely wasn't stalling, unlike some. I didn't come into it with a map and plan everything. God.
I'm not planning anything. I actually purposely took ways that I didn't know where they'd go.
The tunnel soon ends at a junction. Standing there alone and wondering which way to go is one of your rivals. It's one of the barbarians. You call out to him, but at first he doesn't answer. He merely stares at you coldly, his hands firmly gripping his axe. You walk up to him and ask him which way he's heading. He grunts his reply and said that he is going to go west. You can go with him if you wish. Would you like to go west with the barbarian, or decline his offer and head east alone?
I don't trust my fellow competitors. I'm also getting myself something to drink. But I'm going east.
You're going to go east.
Go! You bakmach!
388. 388.
I don't know what happens when we go east. Oh, Colleen wants me to go west.
Oh, too late. The tunnel
Going
soon
east.
comes to a dead end. A piece of brown paper, curled with age, is pinned to the end wall. If you wish to pull it off and see whether it has a message written on it, you can. Or you can hurry back down the tunnel and join the barbarian.
This for all the parchments have
it,
given us information.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping this one will give me information too.
You're going to pull it off the wall and see if it has a message. Page 23. Yep. The paper bears a simple warning written in dried blood. Beware the trial masters. You replace the paper on its nail and run back down the tunnel to rejoin the barbarian. Page 154.
Well, that was useful information.
It was. Running back down the tunnel, you soon catch up with the barbarian and tell him that the eastern passage comes to a dead end. He nods his head in silence and understands that you need to set off west. And you're going to be at his side. Turn to page 22. 22.
I'm almost running out of information, guys, so... Almost.
Although you're slightly uneasy in each other's company, knowing that there can only be one winner in the Trial of Champions, you're both content to share the benefits of a temporary alliance. You begin to tell each other of your exploits so far, of the monsters and traps that you've encountered and the dangers you've overcome. Walking along, you soon come to the edge of a wide pit. It's too deep and dark to see the bottom. The barbarian offers to lower you down to the bottom with his rope, saying he has a torch which he can light for you to use. Would you like to accept the barbarian's offer? Offer to lower him down if he's so eager to investigate the pit, or suggest that you both jump over it?
Oh, he's going down first.
Okay, offer to lower him down first. Turn to 184. A lady doesn't seem
I still have a
good.
rope too, and I know my rope isn't sabotaged.
There you go. Good idea. The barbarian tells you his name is Throm, and he ties the rope around his waist, giving you the free end. As he lights the torch, you see a look of distrust in his eyes. Slowly he climbs over the edge of the pit while you brace yourself and take the strain of the rope. As you lower him, little by little, you see the smooth sides of the pit, illuminated by Throm's torch. He finally reaches the bottom and calls up to you, saying that there's another tunnel that runs north. He tells you to secure the rope around a rock protruding from the edge of the pit and lower yourself to the bottom. Would you like to stay with the barbarian and head north down the lower tunnel, or would you like to abandon him by jumping over the pit and heading west?
I am going to play this smart. He hasn't murdered me yet. I mean, if he wanted to, he would have by now.
Yep.
And I think it might be wise to go with him, but let him lead. So if there's traps, he'll step into them first.
Okay.
Also, if he finds loot that I want, I can still kill him and take it for myself. So
Sure.
we're good.
So you're just gonna use him then, basically?
Well, duh.
Well, duh. Turn to 323.
Mama's running out of map.
After tying the rope around the rock, you lower yourself slowly to the bottom of the pit. Throm retrieves his rope by shaking it off the rock, and you set off together down the new tunnel. Turn to 194. And you remind him, actually, it's my rope, but thanks for getting it off the rock for me.
Yeah.
On a stone ledge.
Still his rope.
On a stone ledge in the tunnel wall, you see two dusty leather-bound books. Books. Throm grunts his contempt for the written word, urging you to leave the books and hurry on. See, that's the thing. I grew up in Stoke-on-Trent, so there they say books. Books. But I've gone up in the world since then. I've become a bit posh, and I say books. But every now and again, I go blah blah books. I've no idea what my mouth is going to say. I have no idea what my mouth is going to say.
Panda knew Ivana wasn't a good person. Well, she never claimed to be.
Meat shield. Okay, do you want to open the red leather book, open the black leather book, or leave them both and continue north along the tunnel?
Dear ghosts.
Dear ghosts.
Do you know anything about these books?
Books.
Books.
Books. I'm gonna
Hydrate.
Well, I am hydrating, but my throat feels a little sore, so I'm just gonna pop a little lozenge in. Pop a little lozenge in. Come on, pop a little lozenge.
The ghosts are silent.
Unless it's a red book with Cirrus from Mist, I have no idea.
What does a red book with Cirrus from Mist do?
I don't
This
know.
might be helpful.
Mist is a completely different game, though.
I know.
It's not going to help you here.
Let's take the black one first and then see what Bizarre has to say on the red book later.
Alright. Black book first. 138.
Maybe it has like addresses of eligible men and women.
Maybe. Maybe.
It's a little black book.
It's a little black book. The book's pages are sealed together, but a small hole has been cut out in the middle of them, just large enough to hold a small corked bottle containing a clear liquid. You show it to Throm, who holds up his hand, indicating that he does not want you to come anywhere near him with it. His distrust of things unknown is strongly evident. Would you like to drink the liquid, rub it onto your wounds, open the red book, or leave the bottle and both books and continue north with Throm?
There's no option to shake it threateningly at him, right?
You can drink it, rub it into your wounds, open the red book, or leave the book and bottles and continue north with
I'm gonna drink it.
Drink
Because I'm
the
thirsty.
liquid.
I mean, the last time I drank was when we had that bamboo at the start. It's been a while.
Okay, 397. The very back of the book. The liquid is magical. It will enable you to detect hidden traps. Add 2
Excellent.
to your luck.
Ooh.
If you've not done
My
so
luck's
already,
full.
yay! If you've not done so already, you can open the black book, or you can open the red book, or you can continue north with Throm.
You know what? I'm gonna risk it. I have lives left. Just gonna open the red book.
Sure. 52.
Oh dear.
And then I will save it there because it's been a while. As you open the book, it begins to disintegrate and the pages turn to dust in your hands. But you manage to keep a few fragments and you read the handwritten script. The book appears to be about monsters, and from what you can make out, it contains a full description of a monster called a blood beast. It's a horrific bloated creature with tough spiny skin and facial blisters which burst open to become mock eyes, evolved to hide the blood beast's only real weak spot, its real eyes. Blood beasts dwell in pools of fetid slime, which give off poisonous gas. The gas is so strong it can easily knock people unconscious. The blood beast, although too bulbous to haul itself out of the slime pool, has a long, vicious tongue which it wraps around its victims before it drags them into its pool. As the victim's flesh starts to decompose in the vile slime, the blood beast will feed from it. You tell Throm about the grotesque blood beast, but he merely shrugs his shoulders and tells you to get going. If you've not done so already, you can open the black book, but you've already done that. Otherwise, you must set off north with Throm, and I will call that a save point there.
Why is he even waiting for me? I could have exploded.
Okay, so we are going to continue north, page 369. We're at 1 hour, 21 minutes, 14 seconds. Sorry about
we're making good time.
Mist. Those who haven't played it. Mist is quite an old game now, though, right? Right, tell me your skill, luck, and provisions, please.
10, 8, and 4.
4. Excellent. Right, we're going to go to 369. 369. Get low. I can't help it. Every time. Right. The tunnel turns sharply to the right, continuing east for as far as you can see. Throm stops and tells you to halt as well. He turns his head slowly from side to side, listening. Has he just helped himself to that?
Mm-hmm. Well, he asked earlier.
Oh, fair enough.
But then he helped himself to a second one.
Fair enough.
Without asking. It's fine though.
Ah, well. He turns his head slowly from side to side. 93. Yeah, I knew it was old. He turns his head slowly from side to side, listening. I hear footsteps coming down the tunnel towards us, he whispers. Draw your sword. You both crouch down to hide in the shadows, and not a minute too soon. For a moment later, you see the silhouette of 2 armed figures approaching. Throm jumps up and dashes forward, screaming a loud battle cry. There are 2 cave trolls in front of you. Throm attacks the first one with his battle axe, and you run to his aid to attack the second one. You must attack the cave troll. It's got a skill of 10 and a stamina of 11.
Wait, sorry, what? Skill of 10?
Stamina of 11.
Ow.
Ouchie.
This was going to be, okay, this is, peanut butter and jelly.
Let's go.
Peanut butter and jelly. Where are my dice? They're here. Yes, I know, child. Let me roll my dice and die horribly. That is 17.
I also rolled a 17.
Okay, attempt
We've
to.
both got a skill of 10, so it's going to be tough.
17 again.
I got a 19 this time.
Okay. Yeah, this is pure dice rolls. 16.
14, so you hit the cave
Aha.
troll.
This is 16.
A 14 again from me.
I like it when you roll 14.
Okay. The cave troll is on
19.
7 stamina. Here we go. Oh, 13. Even worse.
Ha ha ha. Ha.
Cursed. with
Hey,
the low
look
dice
over
roll.
there.
Where?
16.
15. So you hit it again. Oh, God.
I fell for it.
It's
You
on
ordered
3
this trick in the
stamina.
book.
3 stamina.
16.
I got a 17 this time. It's angry that it was so dumb that you tricked it with that.
Didn't Throm just kill your friend?
What?
I say with 12.
A 19 here.
Oh, he's not falling for my shit anymore.
No, you just made it angry.
Yeah. 16.
21.
What?
Yeah, I rolled a 6
I pissed
and
it
a 5.
off.
There we go. You pissed it off. You really pissed it off now.
Again, 16.
I also got a 16 this time. So nothing
Vicky,
happened.
stop. 15.
17 here.
Okay, I'm down to 3 and he's down to 3.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. Ooh, 20.
I got a 14, so it's down to 1 health. You can use luck to finish it off if you want to.
No, because I'm going to need my luck.
Okay, let's go then.
They're crossing my fingers. 14.
16 here.
Okay, I'm on 1 and he's on 1. Oh god. We're down to the wire. 18?
19.
No! I should have used my luck.
Be you dead?
I'm dead, man.
Oh, that lozenge just gone right to the back of my teeth there. Sorry, it's for this.
Oh dear.
Stuck to my teeth. Be you
Oh dear.
dead?
Panda's happy now. Where's my...
It's coming, it's coming.
That's what she said.
But you did well. 1 hour, 24 minutes, and 57 seconds.
Yes. So I'm respawning.
But where would you like to respawn?
Well, it's been a while since I've lost my shield. I kind of want it back, but then again, I'd have to go through everything again.
Yeah, so that would take you
Quite
back
a far way back.
42 minutes. It was that.
Yeah, not going to do that. So we just respawn to right before here.
Right before here. So that was the books. 1 hour 21.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let me...
We did not record my stamina, did we?
no, because you respawn at full stamina.
Ooh, excellent.
You always
Should
get
respawn
full
more.
stamina back. So you've got 10 skill, 8 luck, and 4 provisions.
Yep.
And we're respawning at 1 hour, 21 minutes, and 14 seconds.
Oh, this time I've got him. This time I've got him. I'm prepared now. I will not taunt him anymore. I think that might help.
Didn't Throm just kill your buddy? What? Probably not a good move. Okay, 1 hour, 21 and 14 seconds. So we're going back to page 369, which is right here. Right here. Here we go.
Thank you, Bizarro. Please support me. Sacrifice some virgins in my honor.
Work is calling you. You've got 15 minutes to get there. Oh, no worries. Thank you so much, Bizarro, for being here. Have a great day at work.
Thank you so much, Bizarro.
Thank you. Right, here we go. The tunnel turns sharply to the right. Oh, I've not started the timer. Continuing east for as far as you can see. From stops and tells you to halt. He turns his head slowly from side to side, listening. I hear footsteps coming down the tunnel towards us, he whispers. Draw your sword. You both crouch down to hide in the shadows. Not a minute too soon, for a moment later you see the silhouette of 2 armed figures approaching. Throm jumps up and dashes forward, screaming a loud battle cry. There are 2 cave trolls in front of you. Throm attacks the first. You must run to his aid and attack the second one. He has a skill of 10, stamina of 11.
Ivana Knapp shakes her head and goes like, I am having a deja vu moment.
Deja vu. Here we go. Let's go.
1. 15.
20.
Screw you. 18.
16. So you hit it?
Yup. Excellent. More of this. I said more of this, not 13.
16 again from me.
Clean. 12.
I got an 18 here.
Okay, I'm gonna pray to dark gods, because that helped me in the past.
TOS if you screw, but I will watch. Khalid.
16.
A 14 here. So you hit it.
We'll pray to more dark gods. Praying. 20.
I got a 13.
Yeah.
It's on 5
I
health.
will now ritually sacrifice some virgins in the background.
Okay.
16.
An 18 here.
Okay. We're not sacrificing virgins anymore. We're just praying.
You did make me gay in your stream, Colleen. That's true.
We're praying for 16.
Okay. I got a 12.
Ha.
So he's down to 3 health.
More prayers.
Sacrifice some more
17.
virgins.
No. That was bad. Just
Got
regular prayers for 17.
1 health here. We're on 1 health here.
I'm on 8, so I'm not gonna luck it. I'm just gonna toss the dice for 16.
I got 17 here.
Okay. Just praying to the god of dice. 17.
A 15 here, so you finish him
Ha
off.
ha ha.
He is done.
Ah.
If you win, turn to 288. That's
Good.
enough. 288, and I'm gonna save that there because that's quite a big battle there.
Gonna numb on 1 provision.
You go for it.
So
288.
that puts me to 10 and 1 provision down. Oh god, that's 3
3.
provisions left.
7. 3
Gonna
provisions
get
left.
down to the wire.
But you've got 10 skill and 8 luck, is that right?
Yep.
Cool. Oh, got it. GI, I'm sorry. Right, 288. Onward we go. 288, and then I'll restart the timer.
So this was peanut butter and or jelly. We don't know how Throm's doing.
Okay, so you look to your left and you see Throm. He's standing over the cave troll that he has slain. Blood is pouring out from a deep cut in his shoulder, but it doesn't seem to bother him. You search the bodies of the cave trolls and find nothing apart from a bone ring on a leather cord hanging around the neck of one of them. The ring is engraved with a symbol which Throm recognises. He explains that it must have belonged to the druids of the north, and that an ancient talisman such as this will increase your powers, if your body can take it. Throm will not touch it and advises you to leave it well alone. But do you want to put the ring on, or would you rather continue east?
As we said before, the Knapp family does not raise sissies, just regular gay men and women. So we're going to put on the bone ring.
Put on the ring
us
of
Knapps
boning.
are all about boning.
The ring of boning, 64.
Colleen, it's a ring of boning.
A ring of boning, page 64. As soon as you put on the ring, your whole body starts to shake. Roll 2 dice.
Oh, crap. 6.
It is less than your skill score. Turn to 115.
Yes. Oh god.
115. Your body continues to vibrate intensely, and you feel as though you're about to pass out, but your strength is great, and you manage to withstand the tremendous shock to your system. Finally, you calm down and begin to feel the ring's beneficial powers working on you. Add 3 stamina. You see Throm looking at you anxiously. So you reassure him that you're fully recovered, and he strides off east, and you follow him eagerly. Turn to 221. A vibrating ring of boning. Oh, God. Jesus. The tunnel leads
Okay, so my stamina is 13 now. Excellent.
Cool. Finally, they're boning. Oh my. Okay. The tunnel leads into a damp, high-ceilinged cavern with a rock-strewn floor. Long, dripping teeth-like stalactites hang down threateningly. Their constant dripping creates milky pools on the floor. The tunnel carries on through an archway carved in the shape of a demonic mouth. Would you like to search the chamber or head straight for the archway?
We're searching the chamber.
Search the chamber 374. I am going to need more adventurers for this as well, so if anyone else feels like they want to have a go at some point, obviously not today, but let me know.
I don't know, I could be dead in 3 minutes.
Could be. Right, you walk around the cavern, but find nothing of interest. Throm calls out behind you, saying that he has found a leather pouch under a pile of rocks. Opening the pouch, he laughs out loud as a tiny mouse scurries through his fingers and runs off into a crevice behind 2 boulders. Suddenly you hear the sound of cracking rock above you and look up to see stalactites breaking off from the roof. Throm's booming laugh, which still echoes through the chamber, has made the stalactites vibrate and break off. You yell at Throm to run through the archway as the stalactites start to crash to the floor. Test your luck. Yep. Okay.
My luck is exactly 8, and I roll exactly 8.
Okay, you are lucky. Turn to 118.
Oh, I thought that was not lucky. But
If
that's
it's
good. So it has to be
equal or less, then. Despite the stalactites crashing all around you, you manage to dash through the archway without injury. You look around and see Throm thundering towards you, one arm held over his head for protection. He dashes into the tunnel and leans against the cold wall, panting heavily.
I got lucky.
Oh, he's panting heavily, so he,
Oh, I got lucky and he's panting heavily.
He apologises for starting the rockfall and offers you his hand to shake. You tell Throm that maybe he should use sign language in the future, even for laughing. You both smile and head east once more. Turn to page 60. Oh dear. Colleen.
The toddler was not gay today, we asked him.
So Vicky, how you doing? Yeah, I'm really good, thanks.
How you doing?
How you doing? Yeah, I'm good, thanks. How are you?
Nudge, wink, wink.
The tunnel ends at a large oak door. Throm wastes no time in testing the handle and is somewhat surprised to find the door unlocked. He pushes it open and walks into a torchlit chamber. Sitting alone on an ornate chair is a dwarf who bids you to enter the chamber. And I'm not doing my Scottish accent today.
Why not?
It wrecks my voice. I can't do it. Okay. Sitting alone on an ornate chair is a dwarf who bids you to enter the chamber, and you do so. And the oak door shuts behind you. Adventurers, you have done well to get this far, says the dwarf in a deep voice. However, as you both know, there can only be one winner in the Trial of Champions. As Trial Master, it is my duty to Baron Succonvit to let only the most able continue. Therefore, I must devise a test of wits and strength to eliminate one of you. Please do not attempt to dispose of me. It would be utterly pointless. For as you can see, there's no obvious way out of this chamber, and only I know where the hidden exit lies. Oh, Colleen, what have you done to me? Now, if you would care to decide between you who will go first, I shall make the necessary preparations. You look at Throm, suddenly angry that your effective partnership might have to come to an end. He leans over and whispers into your ear that you should try and kill the dwarf and worry about the exit later. Would you like to join Throm in attacking the dwarf, or would you rather persuade Throm to go through with the dwarf's test?
I read a note that says, beware the trial masters. So I'm not going to touch this dude, unless he asks me nicely, and that is his intent.
Okay. So you're going to try and persuade Throm to go through with the test?
Yes.
365. I'm just not looking at chat now because Colleen's broken me. I cannot focus. I cannot focus.
She's just helping me with your dice rolls.
You tell Throm that there is no point in killing the dwarf, as you will never find your way out of the chamber alone. You argue that an opportunity of tricking the dwarf might arise later once you've found the exit from the chamber, so you intend to go through with the dwarf's test. You tell the dwarf that you are ready, and he beckons you to follow him, telling Throm to wait for his return. A secret door opens in the chamber wall, and you follow the dwarf into a small circular room. He closes the door behind you and hands you 2 bone dice, telling you to throw them on the floor. You roll a 6 and a 2, a total of 8. The dwarf asks you to roll them again, but this time you must predict whether the total will be the same, less, or more than 8. Would you like to guess that it's going to be the same? Would you like to guess that it's going to be less than? Or would you like to guess that it's going to be... so the same, less, or more than, basically. Unless you like... What? Unless you like cold hands. What?
I'm gonna go for lower. Because I hate my life.
You want to guess that it'll be lower?
Yes.
191. Roll 2 dice.
2!
2! It's less than 8. Turn to 152.
For once, me rolling crappily actually has an advantage.
The dwarf congratulates you for guessing correctly. He tells you that you must now progress to the second stage of the test. He reaches for a wicker basket and tells you there's a snake inside. He tips up the basket and the snake drops onto the floor. It's a cobra and it rears up in the air ready to strike. The dwarf tells you that he wishes to test your reactions. And just not
Ignore her.
Just
Ignore
not reading
her.
chat. Not reading chat. Barehanded, you must grasp the cobra below its head, avoiding its deadly fangs. You crouch down on the
Tina
floor.
and Turner barehanded.
You tense yourself for the moment to seize it. Roll 2 dice.
7.
And that is less than your skill score.
My skill is a 10.
So page 55.
Crap.
With lightning
Less
speed.
is good in this game.
With lightning speed, you thrust your hand out and grip the cobra just below its open mouth. You lift it up, and arm outstretched, you dangle it in front of the dwarf. He doesn't flinch, but says in his calm, expressionless way, "Please put the cobra back in the basket and prepare for the final part of the test. Follow me."
Puts the cobra in the basket, or it gets the hose again.
Exactly. You do what he says, and you follow him back into the chamber where Throm is pacing up and down, obviously ill at ease. You wave to him while the dwarf opens a second secret door and tells you to walk on through and wait for him. Again, you comply, and you find yourself in another circular room. Although this one resembles a small arena. The floor is covered with sand, and a small balcony runs around the arena wall. Opposite the secret door in which you entered is an ominous-looking wooden door. Suddenly you hear a shout, and you look up to see the smiling dwarf standing on the balcony. He throws down 2 pieces of paper. On one of them, the words, "No crop is."
Thank you, Corpsey.
Thanks,
Good luck.
Corpsey. Heading to Tesco. Yeah, good luck with your quest too.
Yeah.
That is gonna be a
Challenge.
mish. Good luck. So on one of the pieces of paper is the words "No crop is," and on the other words "Ruin moat." In his ever calm voice, he says, if you rearrange the letters of the words, you'll find the names of 2 creatures. You may choose which one to fight in my arena of death.
So the downside is that this is very hard to forget once you know the answers.
Yeah. Colleen, I am ignoring you now. You hope to see me at TwitchCon next year? Maybe.
Well, I'd hope to see you both.
It would be very
Because we need to hang.
nice. Yeah, it would be very nice. But
Yeah.
we've just gone back into a tier 3 lockdown, so I'm really not sure what is going to happen here. Yeah, no crop is or ruin moat, and if you can't identify either of them, then let me know.
Well, we already identified them. So it is a scorpion and a manticore.
Which one would
I
you
don't
like to...
I don't like either.
Okay.
But scorpions are poisonous fucks. Or are they venomous? I always get those two. Oh.
They're just nasty. Nasty.
Yes, they're nasty.
They nasty.
And manticores are just... a minotaur, was it? Minotaur. Not
Yeah.
manticore. Chibi, learn how to write.
It's alright.
Minotaurs are just big and bulky.
Yeah. With horns. They're horny beasts. Horny beasts.
I like a horny beast.
I like a horny beast.
So I'm not going to
as well.
deal with poison and stingy bastards.
Let's deal with the horny beast.
Yes.
Page
Boss fight.
40. You call out to the dwarf that you're ready to fight the Minotaur. The wooden door rises slowly and you see the fearsome beast, half man, half bull, step into the arena. Steam blows from its nostrils as it works itself up into a rage, ready to attack you. Suddenly it rushes forward, swinging its double-headed axe. You must fight the Minotaur. It has a skill of 9 and a stamina of 9.
Ah, that's fine.
Easy peasy lemon
That one.
squeezy. Let's go.
Well, compared to those peanut butter and jelly. Right, let's go, Vicky.
Yes.
17.
I got a 20.
I hate you.
No, you don't. You love me.
I hate you right now.
Okay.
Praying to gods. Haha, 18.
I got a 21.
Why? Is he praying to gods too?
I think he's just horny. He wants you. He wants
This
you
is
very
Colleen
much.
in Minotaur form.
Yes.
14. For Colleen.
I got a 15.
The one time she rolls less amazing and she does this.
Back to battle.
18.
9, 10, 11, 14. So
Ha,
you
fine.
hit me. Stop trying to distract me, you guys. We're all having a
Having
real
such
gay
a-
time today.
We'll have a gay old time. With 19.
I got an 18, so you hit me. Down to 5 health. We're very gay in here today.
15.
I also got a 15. Nothing happens.
The stream is now rated M for Colleen. 18.
I got a 19.
What? What, Vicky? You're cheating. This is
I'm
rigged.
not.
Rigged, I say.
Nope, it's got a skill of 9 and I rolled a 6 and a 4. 19.
Hi, El Canadiano.
Oh, Canadian!
18 again.
I got 17, so you hit it.
Excellent.
3
He's
health.
at 3.
So
I'm
3.
at 5. Ooh, 20.
9, 10, 11, 12. 16.
Okay, let me think. Let me think.
Do you want to use luck
16.
to finish it off, or do you want to go for
If I
it?
fail luck, what happens if I fail luck?
Then it will go back up to 2 health. It means you've only scratched it instead of wounded it.
So it's 2 now, and if I fail it's
so,
1, and if I win it's 3. Damage.
Nope. So at the moment he's on 1 health. So that wound you did was just a normal wound. If you are lucky, you'll finish it off. If you are unlucky, it will go up by 1. So it will go back up to 2 health.
I will risk the luck.
Risk the luck, okay? Just
I
roll
only
your
have
luck.
5 stamina left.
Let's go. You've got 8 luck.
7! Exactly 7.
You are lucky. It's dead.
Yes.
It is dead.
Because the last time I was like, nah, I don't need luck, I died.
That's why I asked.
Yes. He's dead. Thank you. But yeah,
Okay.
Colleen never flirted with me, so I'm not cute.
What did I see? Hey, Vicky, psst, you're cute. Shush now. If I can still be cute at this age, then I'm very happy.
Yeah, just wait 3 years and Colleen no longer flirts with you.
Right, anyhow, so after that battle, we're going to go to page 163. We're on time 1 hour, 39,
Robin, Claire, Anne,
47 seconds.
Anne, and Claire. Claire, come here.
So you've actually almost beat Colleen as well. Can you tell
Ha!
me your skill and luck and provisions at the moment, please?
10, 6, and 3.
Okie dokie.
But I'm going to maybe change that 3 into a 2. No, not yet.
No, okay, let's Continue. Page 163. The dwarf calls down from the balcony, congratulating you on your victory. He throws a sack down into the arena and tells you to relax and regain your strength for the final part of the test. Then he walks off, saying he will return in about 10 minutes. You open the sack. Oh, he throws a sack down to you, and you find that there is a jug of wine and a cooked chicken in there. Would you like to eat and drink the dwarf's offerings, or would you rather sit down and just wait?
Eating.
Eating and drinking. 363. The food and drink are excellent, and you feel much better. Add 2 stamina points. Fully satisfied, you sit down and await the dwarf's return. Page 302.
So, wait, if that's only 2, that's 7. I'm going to eat another provision too, so I'd go back to 11.
After about 20 minutes, the dwarf reappears on the balcony. He calls down to you saying, wow, I do have an interesting problem on my hands. Prepare to fight your next opponent. The wooden door rises once again, and you're surprised to see a familiar face. It is Throm.
It's your mum. Oh.
He is cut and badly bruised and doesn't seem to recognise you. He is clearly delirious, and he staggers forwards with his axe raised to attack you.
So he got the scorpion.
The dwarf laughs and says the cobra bit him. But he has the strength of an ox and managed to carry on, even though most men would have died. Now you must fight him to decide finally which one of you will continue the trial of champions. You shout abuse at the dwarf, protesting against the cruelty of such contest.
Abuse!
Abuse! He merely laughs, and you have no option but to defend yourself against poor Throm. He has a skill of 10 and a stamina of 12.
12? I don't even want to know what he would have been like if he hadn't been poisoned by the cobra.
I didn't think you could outthirst last week, but here we are.
Ladies and gentlemen, it was good knowing you.
Chibi out. Right, here we go. Throm.
Opening with
Daisy.
18.
15 here, so you hit him.
Ha. Good.
If you want to use luck to do any extra damage, just let me know.
I'm going to need that later. 18 again.
12.
Good.
12. Rubbish.
Throm, look over there.
Where?
Oh, crap. 12.
14. Oh, 14! I got you! I got you!
I was being smug again. I really should have learned from that. Praying! 15.
12.
Ha! Praying works always. You came into the chat? Yeah.
Stop, guys.
20.
Stop, guys. This is a respectable stream. I got 16. You got 20?
Yeah.
He's on 6 health.
We could use Colleen to mop the floors with. 16.
16 here too.
Okay. Ah! 17.
I got an 18.
Stupid Throm. Stupid Throm. 15.
14.
Ha.
Ha.
One more hit. One more.
One more.
One more. Throm. It's 17.
12.
Ha! By Throm.
Oh, there's no battle music. Oopsie. I forgot battle music.
We're still in moist wet cavern.
We're still on.
It says spooky wet cavern.
Spooky
so this is why
wet
Colleen is all like this. It's a wet cavern. This is what gets Colleen riled up.
What else could I do? I don't think
it's not moist, Colleen. It's wet.
No, there's nothing. It's got to be spooky wet cavern. Right, so Throm is dead. 379 we're going to. We're at 1 hour 45 19 seconds. How many provisions have you got left?
Wait, let me check. I have right now 7 stamina, so that means I'm going to eat 1 provision, which means I only have 1 left.
1 left. Owls.
So.
Oopsie.
No, wait. I should eat a provision after the save. The idiot that I am. Yes, we'll have 2 provisions. And I'll eat them after the save point.
That's a good idea.
I'm smart.
Good idea. Right, where are we at? We're at 379.
We're not stalling.
I don't think I can.
The time is paused.
I don't think that I can put this one on YouTube.
You can.
Exhausted by your long jaw, you fall to your knees. As you stare at Throm's lifeless body, a bitter loathing for the dwarf fills your heart. Somehow you will avenge Throm. Engulfed in your hatred, you do not notice the dwarf enter the arena until he is standing right in front of you, a loaded crossbow aimed at your chest.
Why?
I know what you're thinking, he says calmly, but remember that only I know the way out of here. Get up. It's time for you to leave. Once on your feet,
No, you.
the dwarf in... No, you! You leave! Get out of here!
on.
Get out of here! Anyhow, once on your feet, the dwarf indicates that you should walk ahead of him. Back in the chamber, he crosses over to the northern wall and pushes against one of its stones. A door-like section of the wall swings out, opening into another crystal-lit tunnel. With his crossbow still aimed at your chest, the dwarf smiles, saying, "Good luck." Would you like to walk straight into the tunnel?
Ever be in your favour.
Would you like to walk straight into the tunnel or take a punch at the dwarf?
No, I'm going straight into the tunnel. I don't want to see his face for one more second. Because he's a dick.
Goodbye.
We do not like dicks over here. At least Colleen doesn't.
2 1 3. Oh my god.
That's what she said, Colleen.
The tunnel divides into 2. You hear a buzzing sound coming from the west branch. Would you like to walk west to investigate? Would you like to go west and investigate who or what is making the noise, or would you rather continue north? Oh,
This is the last piece of information that I actually have.
Of glass in the left-hand wall of the tunnel. Through it, you can see a bright torchlit room teeming with giant insects.
There's a ghost here.
Is there?
Ooh, he went.
Oh, okay. It's teeming with giant insects of every possible description. Bees, wasps, beetles, ticks. Even the mites are over 6 centimetres long. The noise is threatening. In the middle of the room, a jewelled crown lies on top of a small table. What looks like large diamonds are set in the middle of the crown. Right, what looks like a large diamond is set in the middle of the crown. Do you want to break the glass and try to snatch the crown, continue west, or return to the junction and head north?
While I know this is a big trap, we have stated that Ivana Knapp is very greedy. So, she's gonna go for it.
She's gonna go for it.
Oh yes, make those lips all...
I'm really dry now.
Chop, tapped.
Shush,
Tap those lips, Vicky.
I'm really dry now. 394.
Colleen! Vicky had dry lips! This is... Take note of
I'm
this.
really dry now. Shush! Stop it! I can't even look at you.
You already
right
ruined
now.
it now, so...
You smashed the glass with the hilt of your sword, making a hole big enough to climb through. Immediately, the giant insects start swarming and jumping towards you. Wasting no time, you clamber into the room, grabbing one of the lit torches to defend yourself. The fire keeps most of the insects at bay, but by the time you have snatched the crown and climbed back into the corridor, some will certainly have stung you.
Do not read chat. Do not read chat.
Roll 1 die and add 2 to the total.
I roll 5 plus 2 is 7.
This is the number of stings you have suffered, and you must reduce your stamina by 1 for each sting.
No!
Yep.
No!
7 stings.
Mine is 7?
Yep.
Oh crap, on a stick. So my stamina is now 4?
The giant insects do not chase you, preferring the bright light of the room that they're in. You examine the crown and see with disgust that it is merely painted iron, and the diamond is just glass and totally worthless. You throw it to the ground in your rage and wonder which way to go next. Do you go west or head north?
I am going to use my very last provision. My toddler lets you all know how he feels about that.
No. Just no.
Well,
West or north? West or north, my darling? West or north? West or north, my darling? West or north? West or north? West or north? West or north?
West is a trap. To the left is wrong. So we're going north.
North!
This is all the information I have. I am now officially out of map.
14. All is calm. All is bright.
Enjoy your lunch, sight for sore eyes.
Oh, goodbye, sight. A non-innuendo lunch. Okay.
So there's no meat on that sandwich.
No meat in his sandwich. The tunnel leads into a dark chamber covered in thick cobwebs. Clawing your way through them, you trip over a wooden casket. Would you like to try and open the casket or continue heading north?
We'll open the casket, because what's the worst that could possibly happen?
Open the casket. 157. What could possibly go wrong? The casket opens easily, and inside there is a black velvet bag containing a large pearl. Add 1 luck point. After putting the pearl in your pocket, you press on through the cobwebs. Turn to 310.
Wait, I have a pearl?
A pearl?
Yes.
Yes.
I could become a jeweler after this dungeon is...
You reach the far wall of the chamber and see 2 doors. Would you like to open the door on the left or the door on the right? I'm actually going to call that a save point there because this is a critical moment. So you've done the crown and we're at 3:10. 1 hour 53 and 27 seconds. What is your skill, luck and provisions looking like, please?
Skill 10, luck 7, provisions.
1 or 0? Pardon?
0.
0 provisions. I am definitely ignoring chat right now. Right, would you like to go into the left door or the right door? Oh, Jimmy Gill, welcome in. You've missed all the fun. Left door or right door?
So it's a junction. We're going to the right.
In the right door, 262. I think I might actually need another drink soon.
Hi, Jimmy.
I'm thirsty. The door opens to another tunnel running north. Ahead you see 2 stone fountains, one on either side of the tunnel, carved in the shape of cherubs. Water spouts from their mouths and cascades into small bowls at their feet. Do you want to drink at the fountain on your left, drink at the fountain on your right, or continue walking north?
Thirsty. So
You cut out there, I couldn't hear you.
I'm going to drink the right one.
Drink from the right fountain. 173. 173. The cool water is refreshing and comes from a source which has been sprinkled with pixie dust. Add 1 stamina point and 2 skill points. If you've not done so already, you can drink from the other fountain, or you can continue north.
Wait. 2 skill, but my skill is max.
Okay.
I'm not going to push my luck, I'm going to go north.
368.
Oh, my child. Stop doing that. Stop. My toddler is muting me.
Oh, that's why it keeps cutting out. I see.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Leaning against the left-hand wall of the tunnel, you see a pair of bamboo stilts. They're securely chained, and you see a label attached to a padlock which reads the price of these stilts is 1 gold piece. Place the coin in the slot to release the lock. Would you like to buy the stilts or keep heading north?
I'm going to buy the stilts
Buy
because I have money.
stilts. 165, you're going to get some stilts.
I have 1 moment, child. 1 moment. Yes.
There is a slot in the padlock in which you place the coin. Immediately the lock clicks apart and you're able to unchain the stilts. You place them on your shoulder and once again set off north. Turn to 234. further on, you come to a section of the tunnel which is covered with a thick green slime. It looks threatening, so you decide to test it first with a piece of cloth.
Okay.
The slime's corrosive jelly burns the cloth instantly, leaving no trace. Are you carrying a pair of stilts?
I am.
Oh, lucky you! 183. 183.
I'm not lucky. I'm just smart.
You climb onto your stilts and take a few tentative steps across the floor. Your confidence grows and you soon feel able to tackle the walk across the slime. Smoke rises from the base of the stilts.
Oh dear.
As the slime starts to burn them away. You plod
Stop it! Yeah?
You plod steadily on and finally reach firm ground again. Unfortunately, the stilts are still covered in slime and you're forced to dump them. Setting off north, you come to a junction. Would you like to go west or continue north?
I'm going to continue north.
Continue north. 218. 218.
I have no idea what I'm doing right now.
You soon arrive at a double door in the left-hand wall. You listen at the door but hear nothing. You try the handle and it opens. You open the left door slightly and peer through the crack. An armed warrior is lying face down on the floor of a bare room with smooth walls and a low ceiling. He's presumably dead, for he makes no movement even when you call out to him. A large jewel, perhaps a diamond, lies just beyond his outstretched arm. If you wish
Nabbing!
If you wish to enter the room and take the jewel, you can, or you can continue north.
I'm totally nabbing the diamond.
You're going to enter the room and take the jewel. Page 65. Yep. Have you drunk a potion found inside a black leather book?
Yes.
Turn to 345.
Ooh, that sounds good.
You're about to enter a room where the potion of trap detection begins to work, and you're filled with a terrible premonition of danger. The room is set with a deadly trap. You decide not to go in and continue north along the tunnel. Turn to 252.
But diamond!
It's a trap! It's a trap! The tunnel continues north for quite a distance before coming to a dead end. The mouth of a chute protrudes from the western wall and it appears to be the only alternative to turning back. You decide to risk it and you climb into the chute. You slide gently down and emerge into a room, landing on your back. Turn to page 90.
Okay.
As soon as you stand up, you're confronted by the most repulsive sight you have ever laid eyes on. There in front of you, wallowing in a circular pool of fetid slime, is a bulbous creature too horrible to be believed. Its body is green and covered all over with fearsome looking spikes. Its face is a mass of crimson blisters, one of which suddenly bursts open to reveal yet another of its many sinister, all-seeing eyes. A narrow path runs around the edge of the pool and leads you into another tunnel in the far wall. Have you read details about a blood beast in a leather-bound book?
Yes.
Turn to 172. Doing well so far, guys. Remembering the description of the vile blood beast and the warning about the toxic gas rising from its pool, you cover your mouth with your sleeve and you step forward with your sword drawn, wary of the blood beast's tongue. As you step around the side of its pool, it rolls forward and flicks out its tongue, but you are ready for it and cleave it with one swipe of your sword. The beast howls in pain and stretches forward frantically, trying to clasp you between its blood-filled jaws. You start hacking at its hideous face in an attempt to pierce its real eyes. You now face the blood beast as a skill of 12 and a stamina of 10.
Ow. I have no idea what I'm doing.
Okay.
Hopefully this does not involve dying. I only have 9 stamina.
Okay,
this
it has a skill of 12, so
here we go.
Here we go. Let's put this battle music on.
Death.
Is this going to be death, is it? Okay.
I think so. 18.
I got a 19.
Yep. crap. Oh, I've got a 13. So
I got a 16.
Yeah. 16 for me. It's not enough.
I got a 20.
Yep. Down to 3. See, I knew this was going to be dead. 18.
I got a 20 again.
See? One more stamina left for me. 18.
22.
See, I'm dead.
Dead, dead, dead. That was easy.
I knew that was going to happen. He had 12 skill, and I only had 9 stamina left, so that was... But I didn't even get to hit it once. I'm slightly disappointed by that.
I mean, you did cut out its tongue, but...
Yeah. But yeah. Okay, so...
Okay, so that was second life. You made it to 2 hours, 2 minutes, and 12 seconds. Where would you like to respawn? You can go back to any previous save point.
I'm gonna go... What's the last one? Was that the dwarf? Post-dwarf?
That was after you had bypassed... You'd done the crown. You'd taken the crown. And so that was at 1 hour 53.
And what was before the crown?
You defeated Throm.
Yes, okay, I'm going to go back to that one because the crown only... It cost me 7 stamina.
Okay, so you were going back to 1 hour 45 and 19 seconds.
Yeah, because that crown just did me too much damage. And that cost me a lot of provisions. How many provisions did I have at that save point?
You had 10 skill, 6 luck, and 2 provisions.
Okay, 10 skill. I'm going to change my luck to 6 then. And my provisions back to 2.
1 hour 45 and 19 seconds. Exhausted by your long jaw. We should probably start the timer. Exhausted by your long jaw with Throm, you fall to your knees. As you stare at Throm's lifeless body, a bitter loathing for the dwarf fills your heart. Somehow you will avenge Throm. Engulfed in your hatred, you do not notice the dwarf enter the arena until he is standing right in front of you, a loaded crossbow aimed at your chest. I know what you're thinking, he says calmly, but remember that only I know the way out of here. Get up, it's time for you to leave. Once on your feet, the dwarf indicates that you should walk ahead of him. Back in the chamber, he crosses over to the northern wall and pushes against one of its stones. A door-like section of the wall swings out, opening into a crystal-lit tunnel. With his crossbow still aimed at your chest, the dwarf smiles, saying, "Good luck. Would you like to walk straight into the tunnel, or would you like to punch him in the face?"
Walking straight into the tunnel.
Into the tunnel. 213. The tunnel soon divides into 2. You hear a buzzing sound coming from the west. If you would like to walk west and investigate who or what is making the noise, you can, or you can continue north.
Gonna go to the buzzing.
Towards the buzzing, 108.
Yep, but we're gonna ignore the crown this time.
Okay. There is a large panel of glass in the left-hand wall of the tunnel. Through it, you can see a bright torchlit room teemed with giant insects of every possible description. Bees, wasps, beetles, ticks, even the mites are over 6 centimeters long. The noise is threatening. In the middle of the room, a jeweled crown lies on top of a small table. What looks like a large diamond is set in the middle of the crown. Would you like to break the glass and snatch the crown, continue west, or return to the junction and head north?
We're going to ignore the crown.
Yeah.
And go west.
Go west! Turn to 59.
Yes. Go west. Someone type that in.
Ahead in the far distance, you hear the sound of slow footsteps coming towards you. Unsure of who or what might be approaching, you look around for a place to hide. You find a large crack in the tunnel walls which lie in shadow. Do you want to stand your ground with your sword drawn, or do you prefer to hide in the shadows?
I'm gonna hide in the shadows.
283. You have to squeeze yourself deep into the crack to conceal yourself completely. From this cramped position, you are unable to see the owner of the feet that shuffle by. A minute later, all is quiet again, so you pull yourself back out into the tunnel and head west. Turn to 109. 109.
I doubt that was someone who was going to just give me a diamond for free. So we've had 2 fake diamonds already.
Yep.
Wow.
You arrive at another junction in the tunnel. Would you like to keep going west or would you like to go north?
Okay, I'm not pushing my luck with the west anymore. I'm going north.
Going north, turn to 24. Step back
Well,
and
Colleen, we have a room with poisonous snakes in this game. Or one.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah. It's actually venomous snakes, isn't it? I don't know. Either way, go on. Yes, not west, but north.
Step back in an arched alcove in the tunnel wall. You see an ornate wooden chair carved in the shape of a demon-like bird of prey. Would you like to sit on the chair, or would you rather keep going north?
I'm sitting on the chair. I need a rest.
324. Have you talked to the crippled servant of a trial master?
Not that I know of.
Okay. You literally just missed him.
Oh, that was him! Ah!
You grip the arms of the chair tightly, half expecting a surge of energy or pain to rush through your body. Test your luck.
Crap. Luck is 6. I got a 10, so I lose the luck check.
You are unlucky. Turn to 383.
Hey! Child, relax! Thank you.
Much to your surprise, nothing happens while you're sitting in the chair. There's nothing else to do, so you continue north up the tunnel. Turn to 188. So this is Chibi's last life. The tunnel starts to the tunnel starts to slope downwards and finally comes to an end at a deep pool enclosed by the tunnel wall. Do you remember the Spirit Girl's poem?
Let me turn back. When corridor meets water, do not retreat, and something about jumping in.
Yeah. So you remember it, so we're going to go to 155.
Boyfriend's home. I need to open the door because the toddler has locked him out.
Okay.
I can still hear you.
Okay. The words of her poem flash through your mind. When corridor doth water meet, do not make a quick retreat. Of course, it's here that she wants you to dive into the water. Now you must decide. Do you want to dive into the water, or would you rather walk back down the tunnel?
We're diving into the water. I need to give my boyfriend a kiss.
Okay.
Mwah!
Mwah!
Yeah.
378. We're diving
One
in.
moment. I'm going to need to do some food conversationing. So I'm going to mute myself for a bit.
That's fine. No worries. I'm going to pause. And I'll go back to this one. Cool. So we're at 378. 378. You have returned. Excellent.
Yes.
I've also returned. I have a
Don't
drink
know how
now.
much longer I can go on.
No, that's okay. I need to be.
When pizza happens.
I need to be done within the next 20-25 minutes anyway. So.
Yeah. Cool.
Cool.
I'm just gonna die. So we go into the water
we are
because
going
the spirit
in...
girl told us.
Yes.
Also, because this is something that happens in relationship to a hint we got for earlier on, I feel like I'm on the right track, and the previous move was the wrong one.
Previous move was the wrong one? Alright, well...
Yeah, when I went into the corridor with the stilts and the slime and all that.
Okay, yep, sure.
Might think. Right, so we hop into the pool.
You're going to go into the pool. Somewhat nervously, you take a deep breath and dive into the dark pool. The northern wall does not project very far beneath the surface of the water, and you decide to take the risk and swim under it. You soon start gasping for air and are forced to swim upwards. You try not to think that you may be trapped in an old submerged tunnel and are very relieved when you surface into cool air. You're on the other side of the wall, and you can see the tunnel rising out of the water and continuing north into the distance.
Hello, Leo.
Oh my god, right, everyone's got to be on their best behaviour now, because I guess I technically work for you now, Leo, so we've got to be on best behaviour now. This has been utter filth. So we need to be on our best behaviour, because this is technically the boss in the room now. Okay. But hi, Leo. How you doing, darling? How you doing? You try not to think that you may be trapped in an old submerged thing. We've already done that. You wade out of the water and check your contents of your wet backpack. You must test your luck. Yeah, we're all angels in here, all of us.
10 out of 6.
Okay, you are unlucky. You are unlucky. Turn to 209. 209. I'm well, thank you. I thought I'd come by and check the stream before working. No worries. I think you've just come here for my lovely accent. You're dismayed to find that not only are your remaining provisions saturated and inedible, but one of the treasures you found is missing. Cross off one item from your equipment list, or one of your jewels or potions. So you get to choose what you lose.
Did I technically lose the Ring of No Wishes?
No, you're still wearing it. It just has no wishes left.
I'm going to remove that one then.
Okay.
Because that seems the safest option.
You carefully repack your remaining possessions, and you set off north again. Turn to 356.
I think that was the smartest thing I could do.
356. There is an opening on the left-hand side of the tunnel wall. You're standing at the entrance of a large cavern, from which you hear a girl's voice crying for help. You can just make out the shape of a human figure rolling about on the floor at the back of the cavern. Do you wish to enter the cavern to investigate, or continue north along the tunnel?
I'm going to investigate.
Investigate. You like my accent as well, Colleen? Thank you. 170.
With a books. With a books.
Books. I'm reading a book. As you approach the prostrate figure, you see that it is one of your rivals in the Trial of Champions. It's in fact the elf, and she is fighting for her life in the bone-crushing grip of an enormous boa constrictor. Would you like to help her, or would you rather leave her to defend herself and walk back to the tunnel and head north?
I'm going to help her.
You're going to help her, okay?
Because she might be of use later.
281. But yeah, I hope you have a good day today, Leo. With one swipe of your trusty blade, you behead the boa constrictor. You uncoil its massive body from around the elf and try to resuscitate her. Her eyes open a little, but you can see that there is no hope. She looks at you and smiles and says in a whisper, "Thank you. I know it's too late for me, but I will tell you what I have learned. Your way out lies ahead, but you need gems to unlock the final door. One of them is a diamond, but I don't know what the others are. Alas, I have not found a diamond, but would urge you to look for one. Good luck." Then she dies. Her eyes close and she slumps down on the cold floor. You watch
the only
sadly.
thing I found thus far is fake diamonds.
You watch sadly as she breathes her last breath. Knowing she would not mind, you take 2 of her daggers and you search her leather backpack. Inside you find some unleavened bread, a mirror, and a bone charm in the shape of a monkey. Would you like to eat the bread? Or would you like to just take the mirror and the charm and return to the tunnel?
I want to eat... my stamina's full now, right?
Yeah, because you resurrected yourself. So you're at full health.
Eat everything.
Eat
I'm gonna
everything.
Take everything.
399.
I'm gonna take everything.
Oh, you're just going to take everything. You're not going to eat
because
everything.
I don't need to eat anything right now.
Okay, you're just going to take the mirror and the charm and return to the tunnel and head north. Page 192.
Yes.
192. 192.
And then we learned from Cabbage, if you don't need to eat anything, don't.
Don't eat anything. If you're full, don't eat.
Nope.
Walking along the tunnel, you notice an iron grill in the floor. Would you like to stop and lift it up, or would you like to keep walking? Yeah, we're all angels in here.
We're looking for a diamond.
All angels in here. You're going to stop and lift it up. Page 120. 120. Where are you?
After 119.
Lying in a hole, about a metre deep, you see a grappling iron and a leather pouch. Do you wish to reach down for them, or would you rather ignore them and continue north?
I'm going to reach down for them.
Reach down for them. 228. 228. You reach down into the hole. Suddenly your blood runs cold as you feel something warm and sticky wrapping itself around your arm. You manage to pull your arm out of the hole, but a hideous tentacle limb with unbelievably strong suckers is clinging to your arm. By the time you manage to cut yourself free, your arm is trembling with pain. Test your luck.
2 out of 6.
You are lucky. Page 150. Having had the sense not to put your sword arm into the hole, the effects of the tentacled arm are not too serious. Lose 1 skill point. You reach back into the hole and pull out a grappling iron and a tiny leather pouch. Inside the pouch you find a small brass bell. You pack away your new possessions and continue north. So you've now got a grappling iron and a small brass bell.
A bowel?
A brass bell. Ting-ling.
A bell.
A bell. Ting-ling-ling. Brass bell.
The grappling iron might come in handy.
Okay, so 292. 292. And I feel like we should probably save soon. 292.
950.
950? What are you on about? Oh, she's not talking to me. 292. A door comes into view in the left-hand wall of the tunnel. You listen carefully at the door but hear nothing. The door is not locked. And the handle...
the door's at the end of the north thing?
A door comes into view on the left-hand wall of the tunnel. You listen carefully at the door but hear nothing. The door is not locked and the handle turns easily. Would you like to open the door or would you like to keep walking along the tunnel?
Gonna open the door because we're looking for a diamond.
Open door 93. The door opens into a small dark room, which is empty apart from a sturdy wooden chest lying on a shelf on the far wall. The floor is thick with dust and you can clearly see fresh footprints leading from the door to the chest and back again. You wonder whether one of your rivals is still ahead of you on the walk, or whether the chest has only recently been placed on the shelf by one of the trial masters. Would you like to enter the room and open the chest, or continue walking down the tunnel?
We're gonna open the chest.
Open the chest, page 284.
Yep.
Have you drunk a potion found in a black leather book?
Yes.
398.
It's a tarp.
Although you cannot see any visible trap, you have a strong feeling that the chest contains a hidden danger. The potion of trap detection is working well. You stand to one side of the chest and lift the lid with your sword, holding it at arm's length. As the lid rises, an iron ball, hanging on a cord, swings back and breaks a glass capsule filled inside the lid. Or fixed inside the lid, sorry. Instantly releasing a gas. Fortunately, you have time to jump back without inhaling the poisonous fumes. Once the gas is cleared, you walk back to the chest and look inside it. There is a pendant chain lying in the bottom, but someone has taken the stone setting from it. You feel so annoyed that you throw the chain to the floor and storm out of the room, up the tunnel. So that was a total waste of time.
I bet there was a diamond in there.
Maybe. Page 230. What time is your appointment with the Chinese dentist?
What?
What time is your appointment with the Chinese dentist? 2:30. Anyhow, the tunnel starts to widen, and ahead you see it open into a huge cavern from where you can hear the sound of many high-pitched voices. You creep up to the entrance and take a look inside. There are about 20 tiny people with long noses and ears running in a circle around a large golden effigy. Would you like to walk up and talk to them, try to creep past them, or drink a doppelganger potion if you have one?
I have no doppelganger potion.
Nope.
What kind of creatures are they? Just tiny humanoids? Small.
Yeah, just tiny people. 20 tiny people with long noses and ears.
Okay, I'm not going to disturb them. They're probably busy worshipping something.
So walk up and talk to them or try to creep past them.
Creeping. All the creeping.
Creeping. Turn to page 5.
Page 5?
Page 5.
Cool.
You crawl along the floor and you find yourself in a lair of a tribe of troglodytes.
Troglodytes. Oh, it's good that I did not talk to them then.
As you creep past them, your scabbard bangs against a rock on the floor. Test your luck.
6 out of 5. Unlucky.
Unlucky. Turn to 395. What do we think is going to happen, guys?
They're going to murder me viciously.
On hearing the noise of your scabbard, one of the troglodytes raises the alarm. You stand up and run as fast as you can through the cavern. One of their bowmen lets fly an arrow as you run. It pierces your shoulder with deadly accuracy. Lose 3 stamina points.
Okay.
Are you still alive?
Yes.
259. Oh, that was close. Ignoring the pain, you run on. Ahead you see an underground river running east to west through the cavern with a wooden bridge crossing over it. You look behind and see the troglodytes in hot pursuit. Do you wish to run over the bridge or dive into the river?
I'm gonna dive into the river.
Dive into the river, page 47.
Because I don't think troglodytes can swim.
47. Have you got a hollow wooden tube?
I do!
Page 10. Oh, this is tense, this is tense. Still running as fast as you can, you reach into your backpack, pull out the wooden tube. You plan to lie under the surface of the water, breathing through the tube. With luck, the troglodytes will assume that you have been swept to your death downriver as the torrent disappears into the depths of the mountain. You seize the tube between your teeth and lower yourself into the water. Holding on to one of the underwater bridge pillars, you keep perfectly still for 10 minutes. When you finally think the troglodytes have gone, you rise to the surface and look around. There's nobody to be seen, so you climb out of the river and cross the bridge to the northern bank. Any remaining provisions you have are now sodden and inedible. Cross them off your adventure sheet. You continue to walk. You didn't have any. You continue to walk through the vast cavern until at last you see a tunnel in the far wall. You walk down it until you come to a heavy wooden door which is locked. Do you have an iron key?
I do not.
Nope. Turn to 86. Oh. Nope, that's not right. What did I say before? Where were we before?
86. You said.
Where were we before?
The river was page 47.
47.
And then I forgot to... And then the tube happened, but I didn't write that down.
Oh, page 10. There we go.
Page 10?
If you have an iron key... Oh, if you do not have an iron key, 276. Woo! That was close. You gave you the wrong one. 276. You try to charge the door down with your shoulder, and you hear shrieking voices from the troglodytes coming down the tunnel towards you. You're trapped and draw your sword. The troglodytes approach you, their bows drawn, and a hail of arrows strikes you with fatal impact. Your
Dead?
lifeless body slumps to the ground in the depths of Deathtrap Dungeon, and you join Pumpkin Panda.
On the land of the dead.
In the land of the dead. So you guys died at exactly the same point.
Really?
Yep. Pumpkin Panda also died at that door. He also did not have the key.
Okay.
Oh dear. F's in chat. Yes, I returned just in time to see Chibi die. She made it to 2 hours, 6 minutes, and 3 seconds.
Then there's only one place where that key might have been, but I'm not sure. We'll see. When someone else does this.
Let's see, where does that put you leaderboard wise? I believe that puts you, at the moment, it puts you in second place because Joe hasn't finished his adventure. So at the moment that puts you just underneath Pumpkin Panda on the leaderboard.
But he's stalled, so.
Well, what can I say? Resurrection spell. There is no resurrection spell.
Nope.
I mean, we did not get the bonus life as of yet. We have not got a bonus life. There is still time.
We're in time for pizzas and dinners, though.
Yes, we are. We need to go.
Yes.
So, yeah, the only resurrection spell is the donation. But for now, we need to leave it there. So I will bid you adieu. Goodbye. Thank you, Chibi. As always, you've been amazing.
Thank you so much.
Today has been awful. I just don't think we can put this on YouTube at all. This has been pure filth. It's going to take a lot of editing otherwise. I'm not saying I made you your own command, but next time you're in my chat, use Vicky. Oh my god, Colleen, what have you done? You both died at the same point. We get exact value on that. Yeah, exactly. There's like 30 odd minutes of stalling. Right, my darling,
Wow.
I will let you go.
Yes. Have a great evening, and thank you so much.
Oh, thank you very much, Chibi. What? Yeah, oh, we're just getting a raid. We're about to finish. We're literally about to finish. Goodbye, Chibi, my darling. Goodbye. Bye. She's waving. Oh, that's the unwritten rule of Twitch. Thank you so much, though. Thank you for bringing everyone over. We're literally just finishing. So Chibi was my guest. So if someone could give Chibi a shout out for me, give old gay lady a shout out as well for raiding. Thank you so much for bringing people over. We've just finished Deathtrap Dungeon. We do this every Friday or Saturday, depending on when I've got a guest available, of course. Thank you for doing the shout out there. So Chibi unfortunately died. My Deathtrap Dungeon has claimed another life. I am still looking for adventurers. So we're on episode 9 of a 15 episode season, and at the moment I have no other guests. So I'm looking for maybe 2 or 3 more guests to come on between now and Christmas. So if you're available on a Friday or a Saturday around this kind of time and this looks fun and you want to have a go, then just give me a DM and we'll try and sort out a suitable time. But yeah, so she died. I think you'd find it really fun. Cool. Yeah, I want to get people on. As long as people don't mind being on camera and talking on camera and stuff, and want to have a good time, then yeah. Always available, Clean. Always available. Stop now. Stop. You're making me blush. You could go stream with Vicky. Yeah, oh, don't worry at all. I've had people come on and they really have no idea what they're doing and they don't know what to expect, and they've come on and had a good time, but it's completely up to you. But yeah, usually Fridays or Saturdays around 2 p.m. UK time. If you're available and you want to come on, then whoop, I've knocked that, then please come on. Yeah, it's good fun. So I'm still looking for some adventurers. Pumpkin Panda holds the top spot on the leaderboard. You need to knock him off, ideally. I want someone to make it out. I want someone to make it out of the dungeon before the end of the season. It does seem right up your alley. Yeah. Well, let me know. Let me know if you want to come on. There's absolutely no pressure whatsoever. But yes, so the dungeon has claimed another life. Hopefully join me next week when either there'll be a new adventurer or hopefully maybe Joe will continue his adventure. And we'll see how far he gets.